Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Primetime 31. TD Styles versus LW Atakan for the PlayStation Championship in the co-main event of the evening. The Xbox title is on the line. The Kingsman Adjust versus TMF Ginga. Both are up for grabs. Let's see who takes it home tonight. Joining me in the booth is, as always, the boss man, Cyrez the Looney, and one of the best to do it, Dova the Silent Killer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Crazy card ahead of us, my man. Absolutely pleasure, as always, to have the legend himself, Bane, joining us in the commentary booth. And, of course, the man, the myth, the legend in Dova, stepping up once again, my man. Got a fight on this card as well, so you're pulling double duty doing that Paul Felder treatment. We appreciate you being here, as always, my man.
Absolute pleasure to be here, man. And I just got to say, the energy that Bane brings every time is just absolutely beautiful. But I cannot wait for this card. I cannot wait. We've got just stacked. Look at it. Absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see them all perform. I'm excited to see Louis. He's in the main card, which makes me very happy to see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Up first over there, Bane, we have a new Kingsman member, KM Das, up against AJS, Rye Jones. I've heard a lot about KM Das. He's meant to be a silent killer that's going to come up the rankings fairly fast from what I've heard. They're very, very high on him. First matchup, of course, up against a very, very well-known camp within the esporting community, being the AJS guys from Rye Jones, should make a very, very fun fight. And then, of course, taking us straight into that, Dover's going to be taking a jump out of the commentary booth up against Tadpole, who is stepping up on short notice. My God, honestly, just non-stop killers, top to bottom there, Bane. Anything that's standing out to yourself there, brother, other than the title fights, of course?
Gotta say, right in the middle of the screen, CIA Webcam versus AJ's Crazy Dragon. Each of these guys is on a tear, and this will be a collision of giants up in that main card. Couple other, of course, EK Slick versus LW Bucko opening things up. And the featured prelims, Swish, Bity versus Yeetikis. I mean, the primetime guarantee, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, now you know. Each fight's gonna deliver. It will all be entertainment through the entirety of the broadcast. Have to give a massive shout out to one of the legends on the esports UFC 4 scene, Sick War with the raid. What is going on, the Sicilian Warrior?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that man greatly. If you haven't checked him out, has a fantastic stream. Absolutely killer on the pads, and looks like he's tuned in for this one, as you would hope. So I believe he's going to be joining up at some point in the near future. Hopefully we'll get to see him competing within under the primetime lights, of course. And taking us into the first one, though, my man, I see that they're already ready. We've got welterweight to go in that first bout. Kamaru Usman up against Leon Edwards, if my eyes do not deceive me, without any notice at all. I think they're ready to go, my man. I think they're ready to go.
This 170 contest is upon us. We'll say one thing, AJ's Rye Jones, as you brought up, is a gritty veteran of the scene. That AJ's camp has a ton of accredited members. Rye Jones struggles at times to find his footing in this competitive landscape. Cyrez, what do you think he needs to do to get it done against the Kingsman Dars tonight?
From what I've heard about this man, he is an absolute phenomenon on the ground. He's got some great hands to go with him. Obviously, training with the Kingsmen, they've all got silky smooth striking, so a great camp for him to be able to round out his overall skills. But that takedown threat, the ground and pound, from what I've heard, is absolutely terrifying. So AJS Rye Jones definitely needs to make sure he maintains that range. Be very, very mindful of the takedown attempts there, Dover, and especially against an Usman pick. That can sometimes be a little bit difficult to do, but he does have that Leon Edwards, which, has been on a tear throughout the welterweight division and has all of the skills to do it.
Absolutely, but in saying that, I've never seen Dars fight, and I'm excited to watch him fight. As you said, he's got outstanding the ground, but it's all dependent on if he can get it to the ground. But that was a beautiful clinch attempt, get him to the cage. I love to see it. It's looking beautiful.
Back take right there for the Nigerian Nightmare. One thing to say, Rocky Edwards is a southpaw by trade. Interesting to see him put that left foot forward so early.
Already got his back taken in this position, though. That's not exactly where you want to be up against KM Dars. See him fainting for that to get out of that back take, but looks like Dars has decided to take the opportunity to slice over across into that top mount, and already with 3 minutes 40 on the clock, lots of ground and pound starting to be rained down. Oh.
You do not want to be on the receiving end of the ground and pound from Usman.
Got to be confidence building. You've got to imagine there, Bane, in your debut to come out here, manage to get your opponent down nice and quickly and start to get that work off.
If you're going to call yourself Dars, you have to be an aficionado of the grappling realm, and that's what we are clearly seeing in this one. But Rocky Edwards, no slouch as he transitions.
Lovely work. Needs to look for that separation. Was looking to do so. Not on that one, as KM Dars uses the denial to get the back-sitting position, or the backside position once again. This man seems to be stuck to you like glue once it hits the mat, and so far riding out these positions very well with that beautiful denial.
Denials.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful transition into side control. Absolutely beautiful. From what we're seeing from Dars, absolutely sensational grappling. Wow.
Nova, you gotta think that the Kingsmen are happy with the new hire. Crucifix for Usman right now. 2 minutes remains.
Not where you want to be with 2 minutes, and like Crucifix is a horrible place to be, especially with Usman. It's just absolutely smothering him. Every deny. Wow.
Yeah, right now the panic may be starting to set in if you're Leon Edwards. We've often seen him in this position towards the end of a bout, but not this early with this much damage being rained down. Did a great job to get out of it, Bane, but not out of the woods quite yet.
These short elbows on the inside look like they don't have a lot of punch to them, but boy, are they lethal. You can see the head health on Edwards is blinking. This could be bad for Rye Jones. 60 seconds remains. Usman could get a stoppage with a couple more of these elbows.
Oh my God.
Elbows. Oh,
That is it. That has to be it. That is it.
Wow. What a
Okay.
statement.
KM Darce absolutely stuns AJ's right. Jones, talk about grappling, Cyrus.
What an absolutely sensational debut. I heard very, very good things about this man coming into it, and all absolutely due, to be fair. I mean, just a, picture-perfect performance came out here, was able to get that takedown nice and early, and once it hit the mat, there was levels to the game, and he really, really showed it quickly. I mean, as you see there, was just able to shut down that entire game of his opponent with that takedown. Got to be feeling very, very happy with himself, and the campmates are, I'm sure they're going to be celebrating in the after party after that one, Dover.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you be? That was a beautiful performance, especially on your debut, to just take control like that, smother you the way he did, and just get a finish in the first round. Absolute beautiful debut. Couldn't have asked for a better performance from that boy.
Yeah, absolutely sensational. Now, with that being said, now is the opportunity for Dover to pull the double duty. This man's going to be stepping up against KM Tadpole. I know that you're very, very familiar with both guys over there, Bane. How do you see this one going, my man? How do you see this one going?
It's
back,
such
boys.
Good luck, brother.
You got this, Dover. Best of luck to you as you step inside the octagon against the creator of the Kingsman. This guy is the leader, Tadpole, a veteran of the scene, well-known, well-respected, and with the success that KM has had in all of these different leagues, you gotta give it up for Tadpole, but the silent killer in Dover is somebody who is always getting better. I remember when this guy first picked up the game, there were a ton of deficiencies, but watching him go out there time and time again and get the job done in different ways, I don't know. It's going to be a close one, but I have to think that KM Tadpole stepping out on short notice, no nerves, no pressure. It's just go out there and do the job. We'll have the edge in this preliminary fight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, both guys, I've had the pleasure of sparring them both in the past. We have, obviously, Dover Blazin, that seems to be a very simulation-style fighter, really, really works his technical striking. Very, very much after my own heart in terms of the way that he approaches this game. Of course, KM Tadpole, the human highlight reel, coming out here. He always puts on a show, win, lose, or draw. This man's looking to take your head off in emphatic fashion, and they touch us up for this first round there, brother.
Showtime versus El Pantera. Good respect shown for these competitors. A lot of history shared in different organizations. Good attempts right there. Check left for Tadpole.
Nice work. Am I right in saying that these guys, they both have completed on the aggro scene quite a lot over that side, so maybe a little bit familiar with each other's style leading into this one, and we'll have to see how they approach it. Nice bunch of leg kicks opening up for Dover, trying to get those kicks active and early with Yair.
You can see KM Tadpole now mixing up, getting a little bit unconventional with Showtime. Big rear uppercut connects to the chin. That oblique into the spinning head kick is a favorite of the Kingsman. Oh, look at this, El Pantera!
The combinations beautifully, then chopping at the leg, going to the spin kick to the head, making sure his opponent does not know the angles the strikes are coming from. Tadpole, being as well versed as he is, though, isn't going to be flustered at this stage, and probably just taking an opportunity to try and get one of those big counters off that he's so famous for.
So much volume with the kicks Dover is implementing early in this round, and I have to think that's the strategy against an active striker like Tadpole, right? Keep something in his face, give him something to think about. If you sit and take pictures against the Kingsman, boy, you might be going to sleep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You cannot be sitting in that pocket. They have combinations for days, and they know how to land it. Look at that beautiful little backstep that he lands. Then a combo! Woo! Double rocks already.
Anthony Pettis lighting it up now, giving Dover a bit of a return to sender, as some would say. Midway through this first, great little kick right there, making some distance for Dover.
Getting interrupted, both guys doing a great job of interrupting each other on the entries of their opponent. Every time one man tries to take a step forward, that knee, the spin kick, the lovely little oblique kick and leg kicks, all going to add up over the course of this one. This is one of those bouts that you know is not going to see the judges' scorecards there, Bane, as they continue to throw bombs at each other in all sorts of angles.
We'll say Anthony Pettis now gets the knockdown. Oh! You can see Tadpole really unlocking the creative striking. Both guys momentarily down.
Love to see it, my man. Just non-stop action. Really leaving it all out there. They made an agreement. Oh, my God.
Oh! A bit of two-touch right there. Showtime going airborne.
Yeah, he is getting loose with it early. Both guys trying to get those slip-offs, trying to go for those big kicks. The head kick just about missing for Rodriguez. But, yeah, these guys are setting an emphatic pace over the first 4.5 minutes of this bout, my man.
Beautiful defense. Great check right there, though, from Tadpole, now causing some concern. Uppercut lands. Pantera eating some shots from Showtime.
What a bout, my man. I knew this card was stacked top to bottom, but the pace that these guys are starting us out with is just absolutely crazy. First round finish from the Kingsman in the first one. This one looks like we may be making a second round, but not through the lack of trying. Both Dover and KM Tadpole landing absolutely massive strikes on their opponent's chin. And yeah, brother, that was so back and forth. A very competitive first round. Could really go any way over the course of these next potential 10 minutes.
Definitely could. Each guy definitely had their moments, couple knockdowns apiece, but you have to think the angles that these guys are finding and firing shots off from is just something to behold. We'll say Yair Rodriguez does have the health stats for the most part up until recovery. 93 recovery for Showtime, 91 for Rodriguez.
Very, very interesting. Closely, statistic-wise, I think the edge in the hands go to Anthony Pettis. I believe the power as well, but we know how quick Yair is, and that unorthodox striking that he has can really, really cause you some problems should you lean in the wrong spot.
We'll say that right leg of Rodriguez, some concern there. Showtime! Checking it once again!
Iron checks from KM Tadpole, been absolutely on point with him so far as he slips off with the uppercuts to the body.
You can see there, Tadpole is just feeling himself, right? The success of Dova was unlocked partially due to the kicks. Those now getting checked, and the midsection attempts getting caught. Diminishing success, lead uppercut right there for Showtime.
Absolutely beautiful work. Both guys trying to get on, very, very loose, but the Tadpole is just starting to run away with it a little bit in terms of the damage starting to stack up. Once again to the body. Oh my God.
Wow! KM Tadpole on no notice comes in and shuts out the commentator. The silent killer has been slain. What a marauding of the midsection, courtesy of some beautiful strikes from Tadpole. Dova, welcome back to the booth. Unpacking.
Can we get a round of applause for Tadpole, please? Holy shit! The body work was insane. I'm gonna be pissing blood for a week. Yeah.
Dova.
Oh my God.
Really just found the liver and made you pay for it. One question that I have for you is the kicks. That first round, you were kicking a ton, landing a ton. As that success started to diminish, did you feel concern about your approach to the fight?
Not at all, man. I was just there to get a war going with Tadpole because I respect his style and I just wanted to fight it so bad, and I finally got to feel it, and wow, he does not disappoint. That man...
You're absolutely right, brother. I think you might be a cutout for a moment, but you're absolutely right, brother. No, you're all good. You're all good. You're absolutely right. He is an absolutely sensational fighter. Was that the first time you had come across Tadpole? I thought you may have seen each other in aggro before, but yeah, that was a crazy fight for me both, brother. That absolutely crazy fight.
Absolutely beautiful, and it just showed that there is levels to this, and the Kingsmen are just another level to me at the moment, and I cannot wait to put in the time to get to that. And I had not actually fought Tadpole. I fought him in, I believe, Fight Night, and that's when we both had no idea what we were doing. But he just absolutely dismantled me, and I have nothing but respect for the man. That style is an absolute pleasure to witness.
Talking about the Kingsman, of course, Valentine is contesting against the body snatcher Gendo later on the prelims. But up next, Cyrez, we've got Hammer versus MG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hammer v MG. Hammer's fighting under the tag Flying Brian T. City on this one, up against MG, like you said. A little bit not as familiar with the PlayStation side. These guys have come through and started to do great things. I believe MG maybe has had 1 or 2 performances in the past, and now looking to go up against the well-known Hammer, who has not actually had a performance so far in Season 2. We had him a little bit in Season 1, but took a little bit of a break away and looking to make this comeback this evening. We know how dangerous that man is on the ground. If you've seen any of his past performances within Primetime, ESFL, or any other promotion, looks like MG energy maybe favoring on the side of the striking realm. Appears that we may be having an Adesanya pick up against Jon Jones, which is a very, very fun one in that light heavyweight weight class.
Interesting. A lot of people utilize Adesanya at 205 purely because of that just depth in striking that the kickboxer brings to the octagon. But Jon Jones spinning and winning for days, Dova.
Yeah, this is a very interesting matchup. You've got the beautiful grappling of Jon Jones, but then you've got the striking of Izzy. So if you're Izzy and you keep the distance and know your range, you're gonna have a beautiful time. But in saying that, it's not like it's easy to do against Jon Jones, because he's also got that reach. He's also got them spinning kicks. He can do everything you do just as well. He's got the grappling. He can mix it up. So this is gonna be a beautiful fight, I believe.
One thing that's worth mentioning, 4.5-star grappling for Jon Bones Jones, 3.5 for the last stylebender. If this one hits the mat statistically, it will be to the former light heavyweight king.
Yeah, you've got to imagine that grappling pedigree may play a factor if he's able to get it to the mat. And we know how dangerous, like I said, Hammer is in those positions as well. But you've got to get it there. And we know how great Adesanya's takedown defense is. We already see MG camping out those takedown opportunities, making sure he's blocking low. That may set up those big shots to the head, but you never know. I mean, if he may want that trade-off just to stop it going to that mat.
Beautiful takedown right there. Turns and gets it down, Dova.
Straight into side control is definitely where you want to be with Jon Bones Jones, especially with them destructive elbows. Beautiful deny from Izzy. He's looking good on his back. Gets us back
seems
mount.
to be staying composed so far, but still in fairly dire positions. Now in this top mount position, Hammer's going to be feeling very, very confident. Not able to hold it down, but still in the top control position, riding out these positions left and right. But Adesanya once again doing a great job of staying composed, Bane, and working his way back to that full guard.
Definitely, and that's kind of the indication of a high-level player, somebody who's not just gunning for a transition, throwing fakes, staying patient. This is something I harp on all the time, but hard to stay patient when you got Jon Bones Jones landing some ground and pound on top of you.
Those were beautiful blocks from Izzy, like absolute beautiful. He blocked the head ones, he blocked the body ones, and now he's got a beautiful reversible in the full mount.
Israel Adesanya does have 85 top control. There he goes back on the back.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Well, he gets reversed once again. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Back and forth. The denial's not exactly going in their favor. This time, though, he goes for the Kimura. The stamina's fairly low on the side of Adesanya, and of course, Jon Jones has an advantage in the submission offense, doing a great job of tracking it so far there, Bane. Decides to bail on it, though, which I'm pretty surprised about.
Interesting.
I'm very surprised about that. He looked good on his tracking. Sorry about cutting in there, Bane.
All good, because he's going back for another attempt. Jon Bones Jones wants more. This one definitely going a little bit better. 88 submission defense for Adesanya, 94 submissions for Jones. Again, statistically, this is in the former light heavyweight king's favor, and you can see that playing into effect. Not a ton of escaping being had here. This one's looking locked in, Cyrus.
Yes, it is, my man. Yes, it is. That stamina's so low, and we're seeing a couple of moments of panic out of his opponent, trying to go back and forth. His bar is getting bigger and bigger, and the submission is in. Hammer gets the job done quickly. Was that a round one submission? God damn.
That is it. Jon Bones Jones taps out the last style bender. Dova, what did you make of this one?
I don't even know what to think of that. He did so well with the tracking. His offense was just on point. Wasn't letting go anywhere. The denials, just if he was on the ground, that's exactly where he wanted it to be. Whether he was on the bottom, whether he was on top, he was happy to just have it on the ground.
Beautiful work, my man. Beautiful work, like you say. Committed to it. Got that takedown earlier. Was able to get reversed a few times, but the submission adding up. And the Kimura is one of those sneaky ones as well. You don't often see that.
It definitely is, and I sort of, we were momentarily confused by canceling on that first attempt, but it really was just a matter of draining that stamina a bit more and finding the reactions and timing a little bit better to make that second attempt really sink its way in. Phenomenal job from Jon Bones Jones to get it done, getting the hand raised on the prelims of Primetime 31.
Going to be feeling great is Hammer. That's a good win for him. I believe that's his first win, first performance in Season 2. We'll have to see where he goes from there. We know he's a dangerous threat, and he's showing that exactly again tonight, coming out here and getting that job done very, very quickly. It does, once again, though, absolutely steam train us into the next one. We're going to be having TSK Tabaric up against Chasemefam. I believe that's LW Chasemefam now. I believe he's joined that camp, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, Tabaric been doing fantastic work across the scene period, has been getting a lot of great finishes, very, very entertaining fighter to watch to do his work. Across from him, though, he's got a dangerous opponent as well. He's going to be fighting Chasemefam, a previous champion back in the days of IFL, now having some up and down performances, trying to put it all together. These guys already seem to have been loading in, so luckily we've just caught them in time and we're not going to waste any more. Just going to get straight across to it, my man.
We'll throw it to Dova again. The silent killer Tabaric is a teammate of yours. What can you tell us about his approach?
Unfortunately, our time zones have not been mixing. I've heard he's doing good. He's doing real good. I've heard him sparring with my other boys. They've kept him on pole, so hopefully I can get to him soon, but I feel like he's going to show us something good.
Interesting starts us off here.
Oh, no, he's practice out for. It's all good.
Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus Charles Dubrox Oliveira, current champion versus former interim champion. Now Poirier on his back, Cyrus.
Yeah, already. This is where Chasemefam does his best work, mixing it all together. He doesn't like to just strike, just grapple, and the ability to put your opponent on the mat that quickly is very, very confident building. I mean, he's already about 45 seconds up in terms of the judges' scorecard should it go that way. He does his best work when it gets down here, and we've already seen him get a couple of denials off and looking to work those elbows now from that side control. A great start from Chasemefam, but these TSK boys, as we've seen from Dover and many, many other in the past, they do not get flustered easily, so that man's doing a great job of staying composed there, Dover, and you've got to love to see what you're seeing from your campmate so far with that reversal.
Beautiful reversal. That's it. That's all you got to do on the ground. You just got to stay calm, let them do what they want to do. They're the ones trying to take the positions, keep you in control. But sometimes you don't want to lay there, but you just wait for your times, as Tab did really well. But Chasemefam is definitely not someone that's a slouch on the ground. He's like having these transitions really well, like beautiful blocks, doing the right feints. But it's going to be interesting. The rubber guard, here we go.
I was going to say both guys have that rubber guard there, Bane, and that's a dangerous move to have in your arsenal. Able to get the top mount position out of it once again in a very dominant position. Now trying to rain down some ground and pound from the half guard.
That is concerning right there from Oliveira. Those strikes came out quickly once he postured up. Dustin the Diamond Poirier again staying patient as anticipated from Tabaric. This guy knows what he wants to do on the ground. Incredibly well versed as seen midway through the first round.
So you see him popping up a couple of feints, working those short shots, trying to get some GA built up in his favor. Chasemefam returning that, working the short shots to the body, now bumping up the head, trading them off. But once again, the ground and pound and the flip. Lovely defense from Tabaric.
Kimura sweep right there. Now an advantageous position for Poirier. The Louisianan progresses to side control. 90 seconds remain. Dova, who do you think is going to take this round if it goes to the judges' scorecards?
I honestly have no idea. They're both getting the ground control in, so it's not a one-sided affair. No one is controlling the fight too bad. Now we get to see what's up on the feet. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see much of that because it got to the ground straight away. Beautiful front kick. Oh!
That was very, very dangerous. Lovely head movement from Tabaric TSK. Trying to get some work done, trying to say that there's a little bit of a level when it comes to the striking realm. Very closely contested on the ground, as you alluded to, Dover, but now back and forth in the striking exchanges. The thug jitsu of Dustin Poirier may come into play as he continues to throw bombs on the inside.
Dustin Diamond Poirier knocks down Oliveira! Wow! If there was any confusion about who took that first round, those questions have just been answered. The Diamond knocking down the champion at the conclusion of the first set of 5 minutes. Definitely taking down the scorecards, in my opinion. The 4.5-star stand-up of Dustin is a bit of an edge over the 4-star stand-up of Oliveira.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The only way that the judges give it the other way after that knockdown is if Adelaide Bird is in the judging booth or whatever you want to call it. But straight back to it in the second round. Slip off straight into the overhand. This could be it.
Tabaric now hammering away at the chin of Oliveira.
Beautiful survival. Oof. Beautiful deny.
My God, Tabaric on the feet is looking sensational. That man needs to separate, and he does. The best work so far done in the striking exchange of the, on the feet here from Tabaric. And honestly, his striking does seem to be just that little bit of a level ahead when it comes to the pocket side of things. They're just absolutely beautiful combinations he's throwing together, and making it real dirty right now as well, trying to wear down on the overall durability of the champion, Charlie Olives.
Yeah, but if I was Tab, I would be staying away from the clinch by the looks of it, because Chasemefam's defense with the grappling is insane. Look, on the feet, Tab has got it. But when it comes to the grappling exchanges, I believe Chasemefam's got it.
It's definitely interesting, right? With those clinch entries, you can see Tab searching for them, right? There again, reaching out with that left hand, but he's not staying committed to that position. He's getting it, extending Oliveira over, landing a knee, and then backing away, not giving Charlie Olives enough time to really reverse the position. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remain in this second round, and Poirier with the backtrack.
RNC opportunities available for this man should he want to go there. The submission defense, I believe, of Charlie Olives isn't exactly the highest. I think it's high 80s, maybe low 90s. And of course, Dustin, the Diamond Poirier, has very, very sneaky submissions of his own as he goes for the RNC.
92 submission defense across the board on both sides. Tabaric cancels that attempt. Just under 2 minutes remain in this second round, and it is absolutely going the way of the Louisianan. Diamond having so much success through 10 minutes, Dova.
Yeah. Trying to implement that thug jitsu over there, Bane, taking the back, trying to ride it across. And the great thing I love about Dustin Poirier is that the power really does translate very, very well on the ground. When he gets the opportunity to rain down some of those shots, you instantly see the impact, as we see right here. 2 or 3 is all that was needed to get that head health very, very low.
Oh, these denials from Tab.
This is an exquisite showcase of a silent killer.
Go back to the feet. He's having more like success on the feet. The defense of Chasemefam on the ground is really good. He's not getting too much damage going on the ground.
You know, Dova, you sort of mentioned a line in the previous fight. What you can do, I can do better. This could be a repetition of that. Tabaric thinking that he can overtake Chasemefam at the areas that Chasemefam typically excels at. The conclusion of the second round is upon us, and I have to think Charles Oliveira needs a finish, Cyrus.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you, brother. And you made an excellent point right there that sometimes you've seen opponents go out there and maybe have some success on the feet, and they know that their opponent's a grappler, so they've taken it down there and they've just said, look, this is not where you're going to have success in this fight. And then it maybe gets in your opponent's head that their biggest area of strength is not going to work out for them because they're getting beat there and on the feet, and it really, really adds up. But let's not count out Chasemefam. This man has been an absolute killer throughout the past. We've seen late comebacks from him, although he does seem to have his work cut out with him, with Tabaric just looking on form this evening.
These denials are looking absolutely on point. That was a beautiful level change. He's just holding him in side control. Now he's got that top mount. Going to try and rain down some ground and pound. Beautiful defense again from great Chasemefam. Like, he's no slouch on the ground. He knows what he's doing. I believe he'd stay calm. Just by them denials, you can see he's still calm.
Poirier with another denial. Tabaric just a step ahead. Oliveira playing checkers, Tabaric playing chess. Apparently 3 minutes and 38 seconds remain in this final round. 12 minutes have transpired of a potential 15. And Dova, I got a question for you about the silent killer approach. When you guys run grappling and you guys train it in that domain, is control a priority for you?
It's more position, like over submission, as always. You want to try and hold them there, make them feel uncomfortable, and just smother them a bit. We don't really, we're not after trying to ground and pound you straight away. We try and hold you there, make you thinking, what am I going to do, and then go from there. It's not, we don't really have a game plan towards it.
Sort of opportunities that present themselves is what you focus on.
If you don't stay calm, that's the main thing we focus on, staying calm, because if you're not calm, you're going to overthink every transition and you're going to lose position. The ground and pound.
Absolutely brutal.
Choke coming.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to get this one. The stamina is very, very low for Poirier. The tracking hasn't been great at the beginning. Looks like the escape may be imminent. decides to bail on it, understandably so. Once again, though, still in a very, very dire position. Only 1 minute 35 on the clock there, Bane. And as you mentioned, this man needs a finish should he want to get his hand raised in this one.
And you can see Chasemefam is such a dog of the game, throwing up a Darce like that, 90 seconds remaining, now taking the back. This guy's never out of it, but if he wants a submission, that window is closing very quickly, Dova.
That's what I was going to say. He has all that time for a submission, but oh, now he has it locked in. Let's see if the tracking is better.
That first one often to make reads, this time doing a lot better in terms of the tracking. The escape does look like it may be there. Decides not to go for the chain, continuing to sink in the RNC, covering the mouth, playing dirty with it, trying to restrict the breathing of the diamond, but he stayed calm as you suggested. The TSK boys do very, very well there, Dover, and is able to get out of it. Only 10 seconds left on the clock, and they're back on the feet.
Oh, you can see Tabaric wanted to conclude this fight standing, definitely taking a bit of a risk by allowing Oliveira up, but such a complete performance from the Louisiana, and you can see that lead uppercut knockdown on the first, secured that first round. Second round, a lot of domination, and this third round is a bit of a toss-up, but have to think unanimous decision going to the silent killer. Herb Dean raising the hand of Tabaric in just a moment would be my prediction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely beautiful work by him. Like we mentioned, very close and competitive up until the end of that very first round. He was able to get that rock, able to get the knockdown, and then Tabaric's confidence was absolutely at an all-time high as he continued to press forward and really do it all. Take it into positions that he really didn't need to, you know, on the ground and in the clinch, and still was able to get all of the success needed to continue that momentum and pick up that big, big W. Great work by the TSK boys and Tabaric in that one. Got to be feeling very, very happy with yourself and your campmate, you know, going into that one, brother.
Oh, 100%, man. I'm very impressed with what I saw. Like, of course, I had my moments where I'm like, why is he doing this? But then, as you said, what you can do, I can do better. And he showed that. He showed that he is complete in this game, and that if you take him one place, he's going to start anywhere it is at all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This does, however, take us over to the PlayStation side of things, Bane. We're going to be having GSP is GOAT up against Spartan 98_war. These guys going to be using Conor McGregor by the looks of things in a mirror match. An interesting one, as always, in this weight class, especially when you've got the big left-hand power of that Conor McGregor pick.
Definitely, and whenever you have a mirror match, as understood by all viewers watching and commentators commentating, the statistics are even across all board. It does come down to a skill versus skill, and these guys are impeccably skilled at this game.
Yes, sir. I honestly can't wait to see it. In the mirror matches, it's a case of who is better. You know, at the game as an overall, there are no statistical advantages in these sorts of bouts, of course, by the exact nature of it being a mirror match, Bane. And especially with somebody like Conor McGregor, I don't imagine we're going to see too many double legs here. I think the first one to shoot is going to be a dusty bitch, as they say, as they continue to throw bombs at each other. Conor McGregor picks always come with that silky smooth striking and just absolutely perfect bout to set us up in this featherweight weight class.
I will say one thing about Spartan War. Sometimes sticks in the pocket a little too long. Leaves the chin hanging out there to be clipped, and he has been clipped in the past. Let's see if he's addressed those deficiencies in this one.
Little bit of a bow on the side of Spartan War. Touch of gloves from GSP is GOAT. Now starting to get out active. Jab into the spin kick, trying to take that center of the cage. Both guys trying to work that body early. Already Spartan getting the rock, though. Beautiful work from that man right there, Bane.
Bit of a hook kick right there. 145 too. This guy's uncorking everything that McGregor brings at featherweight, Dova.
With this one, sorry, just to jump in there, Bane. With the old Conor McGregor pick, it's exactly what you want to see from him. He's such a fast starter. There's no feeling out process from a Conor McGregor in real life, so you don't need that feeling out process in the game either. You want to come out and make sure that you utilize that power, that speed, and the precision of the Irishman as quickly as possible. And so far, so good for Spartan War, doing the damn thing very, very quickly.
This is a very high-paced fight straight away, and no feeling that process whatsoever. They're just going for the big strides, trying to get him out of there straight away, and that was a beautiful trip.
You can see now GSP is GOAT pushing forward, trying to dictate the distance against Spartan War. GSP is GOAT making up for lost time. That rock, definitely the most significant moment through the first 2 minutes. You can see there Spartan War digging into the midsection, brutalizing those baby back ribs, Cyrez.
Yes, and it's a great way to do it. Keep the stamina equal even after that rock, you know, continue to work it and bring yourself back into that fight. And it also allows you to buy a little bit of a distance and range, some opportunities to stay composed. And he gets the head kick.
What a head kick!
Woo!
Massive opportunity.
Ooh.
GSP is GOAT. Even the scorecards right there, Dova.
That was very nicely timed as he was trying to do a combo. He just planted and threw a beautiful head kick and caught him. It was absolutely beautiful. But they need to be careful with throwing these spinning kicks, especially with McGregor's stamina.
Oh my god. You're absolutely right. As you said, though, bro, when you miss those ones, the stamina just gets drained, and now Spartan War keeping it clean with the boxing. Trying to answer back is GSP is GOAT, but my god, are these guys starting to throw down in the phone booth anytime they get in there, not wasting any time with these very, very crispy, clean boxing combinations.
Ooh, good check right there from Spartan War. As Dova mentioned, right, those spinning attacks will debilitate the cardiovascular system. Conor McGregor notorious for potentially not having the best gas tank, and you can see GSP is GOAT already at a bit of a disadvantage as we approach the final minute of round 1, Dova.
Spartan War is doing a really good game of footsie. He's just going in, making him think he's going to throw them combos after all. That's all he's been doing for the past 4 minutes. But now he's just in, out, see what he does, see if he'll whiff. Them still throwing them big spinning kicks, and the stamina's not too bad. But still, the first round, if you get clapped in the body a couple more times, it's going to really show that stam. And the head movement at the moment is looking really nice from both of them. But from the first round, it's still a close round, I reckon. Even with that head rock, it was just a rock. Nothing too bad came out of it. It was just unfortunate timing.
Bit of a glitch right there. Just supernaturally moved McGregor to the left and then dumped him. Beautiful moment. And again, have to think Spartan War, the more consistent fighter through the first 5 minutes. Great respect shown to start things off in round 2.
Yeah, when you've got each other hurt and rocked, there's nothing but respect on the tables as they continue to throw down in the pocket. GSP GOAT trying to maybe take advantages of some of the things that he may have seen in past performances, trying to now overwhelm Spartan War in the pocket, pressing forward, trying to make this into a dirty-ass brawl, but the cleaner shots from Spartan. Woo!
Spartan War living up to the name again, really enduring that barrage in the first couple minutes from GSP as GOAT, but prevailing, right? The cleaner strikes are coming from the blue corner.
Yes, sir. And oh my god! The hand-planted spin, and he gets the thing, Dover. Beautiful work.
Wow!
He's just been attacking with them combos, and now he's like, let me get some fancy with it. Oh, that was a close pull counter, though.
Yeah, these guys very, very dangerous, evidently so. They know how to find the button that turns your opponent's lights out, and trying to do so with almost every strike being thrown. It's at least setting it up. I mean, everything's landing pretty nicely at this point. They've started to make sure that, you know, they've brought it a little bit closer, working behind that jab, both guys chopping with their kicks and the spins. You absolutely love to see it, Bane. This has been an emphatic pace over the first 8 or so minutes of this opening bout.
It absolutely has been. Spartan War really controlling the majority of these exchanges, and you can see that, right? He's the one that's entering them and concluding them. Big right-hand action from him through the first 8 minutes. I would love to see GSP's GOAT make more adjustments, maybe use some more teep kicks, kind of be a bit more unpredictable. He's utilizing the same entries.
Beautiful!
Wow!
Combination!
Spartan War looking to end it right here, right now. Can he do it?
Oh my god, brother, how is GSP surviving that?
Unreal durability from the red corner. 90 seconds remain in this second round, and now look at this.
Now GSP's got the rock!
What a back and forth in this second round.
Oh, this is phenomenal, my man, phenomenal. What a bout we have ahead of us. Going for the home run hits on every single shot.
GSP is GOAT, not in a position to stand and trade. That head health is no longer there. He needs one big left hand to enter the conversation once more. Spartan War needs to be a little bit more patient, right? He's been rattled. The cage has been rocked, but he is still leading, in my opinion.
Yes, sir. It's been a very, very close one. He's got to be careful, like you said, that he's entering quite heavily with those jabs and the straights right now, and it looks like his opponent was catching him on it, but what a combo to sit him down!
That uppercut is money for McGregor. Good duck right there from GSP as GOAT. But man, all it's going to take is one shot to turn off the lights. 4 seconds remain. Will we see the third round? Yes, we will. Final 5 minutes remain, Dova.
GSP is not backing down, even though he's getting heavily beat. He's not backing down. He's not afraid to trade, even though he should be with that health. But wow.
Live or die by the sword seems to be the approach from both gentlemen this evening, in all fairness. Like we said, Spartan War may be coming out slightly on the better end of the damage side of things as we go into this third and final round there, Bane, but all still to play for. Both guys looking for beautiful pull counters, big damaging shots, and any opportunity they can. And that head tail's already blinking on everything that goes his way. It's got to be worrisome.
GSP is GOAT in a do-or-die situation, lands the head kick right there, partially on the dome of Spartan War. 1 minute has transpired. 4 remain in this one. Can GSP is GOAT rally, or can Spartan War be victorious? Good stick right there from the blue corner.
He's utilizing that left hand, that straight in a sniping fashion, just, time and time again, continuing to interrupt his opponent. He's doing beautiful amounts of damage. Then the slip hook.
Beautiful slip hook. Oh, beautiful body rips.
Wow, this has got to be close to being over. GSP is GOAT, impressing everybody with the toughness and durability. But whenever the commentators start praising that, you know, Dova.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Throw in the towel. This man is taking too much damage. This is craziness.
Is he alive? Oh my God.
Now, these are the types of bouts where we've said it, we've seen it before, where, the attacking fighter can sometimes be knocked out, really hunting for that finish. So Spartan War now heavily ahead going in, towards the last 2.5 minutes of this third and final round, but still looking for that finish. Even though GSP GOAT is now the one pressing forward, my man.
Oh, beautiful straight again. But in being Spartan War, like not getting a finish, it can hurt your confidence. But these combos... Come on.
No way!
What the hell, man?
Fight of the night potentially secured on the preliminary bouts. Just over 90 seconds remain. GSP is GOAT somehow still here.
Oh my God, man.
There's no way.
He doesn't have the ability to stand and trade. The offense has been neutralized. Spartan War now just beautiful. That's it. That's gotta be it. GSP is GOAT is unconscious. Wow.
Yeah,
what a fight.
Boys, that was absolutely sensational. Back and forth battle from both guys, and Spartan War picking up a crazy W, and I'm sure there's about 100 highlights from that one. Like, no joke.
50,000 on the line potentially. I'd give them the performance bonus. What an entertaining matchup through 14 minutes. GSP is GOAT somehow surviving so many of these exchanges where he gets clipped and dropped in emphatic fashion. Wonderful performance by Spartan War. It was close until it wasn't, and then 10 minutes of just pure, unadulterated violence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And just got a little bit of a note from the back. This was a rematch with GSP GOAT winning the first meeting around with a round 1 TKO. So maybe there's a trilogy on the horizon as these guys put together a battle for the ages on PrimeTime 31. My God, that was a crazy fight to call, and I imagine it was a crazy fight to witness no matter where you're sitting in the world.
It's so hard when you're commentating when that happens, isn't it? Because you don't know what to say because so many things are happening. One rock, another rock, and then it's just back and forth.
Talking about back and forth, the next fight is sure to follow up. Don't Wrestle Me versus the Killers in action. KIA Notorious. KIA really coming into PrimeTime with something to prove. Let's see if Notorious can get it done.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about the KIA boys, and so far they've been delivering. I believe Spartan War's one of the KIA boys, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously doing a great performance in that last one. Is a teammate now stepping out up against Don't Wrestle Me, looking to replicate maybe much of the same. We saw Don't Wrestle Me come up in one of the more recent shows, and the man well, he doesn't want to be wrestled, but he will wrestle you if he needs to, and had a great showing in his last outing. It looks like this one's in the middleweight weight class between Kevin Gastelum and Yoel Romero, which is a very fun matchup. The durability from both guys and the ability to land these big power shots is always a fun one to call there, Bane.
Kelvin Gastelum, right? The Ultimate Fighter standout versus Yoel, the Soldier of God Romero. 4 stars on Gastelum's side for the grappling, 4.5 to the Olympian. Believe that Romero captured the silver medal when he was contesting in that space. One thing to point out, the cardio, though, of the Soldier of God, 88. If this fight progresses, Yoel might need an inhaler between rounds.
Very well may do. Although inhalers are not allowed in the UFC, unfortunately, so that man's going to have to catch his own breath. Yeah, this is going to be an absolutely crazy fight. If you thought that the last one was going to be mad, and you know that these two matching up is going to be exactly down those lines, it's a very fun matchup. No massive reach advantage for two of the shorter middleweights on the roster as they come forward and try to land these big, powerful shots. If you do imagine you're going to see the wrestling, though, I think that it's going to be out of Don't Wrestle Me with that Kevin Gastelum pick. Like you said, the overall durability, the ability to take it down and just survive with that cardio is very good with Kelvin. So going to have to see what he's able to do as they start us out very quickly there, Dover.
Another...
I believe with Gastelum, I'd want to try and take it to the ground because Yoel hits like a truck. You do not want to be caught by the combos of him. So very smart shot from Kevin Gastelum. They're beautifully done.
Yeah, special defense of the former title challenger is at 93.
Beautiful.
Good sweep right there.
It's great to get him down in the opening going, just to get him a little bit gassed, even if he's on top. I mean, the cardio, when he starts to rain down ground and pound, not exactly going to be the best, but KIA, Notorious, doing it very diligently over the course of the last 30 seconds. So after that reversal, not getting too wild with it, picking these shots very well, posturing down of his own accord, and that shows a very highly educated ground game from that man right there as he gets reversed.
Beautiful denial. Wow.
Unprecedented now. Arm triangle attempt here. Just trying to see the reactions, right? Whenever you shoot for a submission within the first couple minutes of the first round, it's just that tracking. Let's see how they react. Notorious reacting pretty darn well, I would say. One important statistical difference that we've alluded to, the 97 power of Romero, the 89 blocking of Gastelum. When this fight is standing, those forearms will not protect Kelvin's head from the massive hands of Romero.
Nice opportunity for him in that crucifix. Now into the side saddle position. Kelvin Gastelum content to continue to rain down some shots, and this is all going to add up in his favor. Try to get that lactic acid building up in the Soldier of God's arms. Not exactly known for his cardio as it goes across, but this is a 3-round fight, not a 5-round fight, so I imagine he's, with the diligence that he has so far, probably going to be able to stand the test of that entire round, unless this ground and pound continues from Kelvin Gastelum as he continues to work the body and the head from any of these positions.
It's beautiful transitioning from Kelvin Gastelum at the moment. Just staying on top now.
Pop up from the Soldier of God.
Mr. Humbledink had a reaction from KIA Notorious. You're not getting that sub. That's what he said. You're not getting that sub.
The damage to the head already. Yoel just hits so hard, you really do not want to be on the receiving end of it.
Love those short kicks on the inside from Gastelum, just touching up the lead leg of Romero before potentially faking a takedown. Interesting, right? Looks right there. Great job from Gastelum, not getting it down, though. Romero able to fend it off. 20 seconds remain in this opening round. Have to think the control time is going to Don't Wrestle Me, but if Notorious can get a late knockdown, you'd have to think that this round could be his.
Yeah, just right, like that, as you call it, a big rock. What's that, Mystic Bane over here?
We like to say the commentators curse to some extent. Interesting to see how this first set of 5 minutes will be judged, but KIA Notorious definitely feeling good coming to the second round. Dova.
That is very interesting, especially when Kelvin was able to keep him on the ground as well as he was, just to get rocked on the feet. It kind of makes you overthink it a little bit, like, oh no, I don't want to be here. And that health is just dropping so quickly.
Don't wrestle me standing and trading with the soldier.
Oh my god!
I'm down! Wow. This is cerebral from Notorious. Can he fend this one off, though?
Oh, decides to separate, don't wrestle me. Go into that leg kick. Definitely seems to have the heavier of the wrestling game plan going into this one, understandably so, trying to avoid some of those big power shots of KIA Notorious in the hands of Yo Ramiro, but once again it lands precision on the straight, catches Kelvin Gaslam walking onto it.
Don't wrestle me needs to get back to the grappling. Spinning effort right there from the Soldier of God. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remain in this second round, and KIA Notorious is coming alive.
He is looking real clean on the feet. My God, Notorious just putting it all together.
That jab.
And once again, takedown defense. And the Soldier of God, the Cuban.
Showing that judo pedigree. Big slam from that man right there. He gets the slip-off uppercut, putting it all together. The head health is hurting from Don't Wrestle Me. He could be face down on the canvas if he doesn't find an opportunity to compose himself. Oh my God!
Oh my God! What a head kick!
Gastelum now fighting for his life. Don't wrestle me. Can he survive?
My Gilly God. Jesus, this is a crazy performance from Notorious right now, doing a really good job mixing it all together. The takedowns, the striking definitely seems to where he wants to be, and that takedown defense is on point, baby.
What a difference from the first set of 5 minutes. Notorious struggling a bit with the grappling pedigree of Gastelum, but the Soldier of God has made the adjustments. Don't Wrestle Me might start praying if this fight goes longer, because boy, that head health is not where it needs to be.
My God, man. I don't even know if he can answer back with anything now. The stamina's too low. The head health is suspect. We know how heavy Yo Ramiro hits that over, and he continues to go to that body, doing beautiful work, putting money in the bank.
He's just eating it alive. Oh my God! What a straight head kick! Killer connection! Wow!
KIA Notorious with a shutout in the second round. Beautiful performance with Yoel Romero.
Absolutely phenomenal. I heard great things about the KIA boys, and I heard bloody right, my man, coming out and putting on crazy performances this evening there. Beautiful work by Notorious over. Big shots into the straight and the head kick on the way down. Woo!
That straight was just absolutely there for him. Every time he threw it, just somehow connected, and that one was just that was it. No more. That chin is dust. Just wow, what a performance from Notorious.
Kelvin Gastelum, known for having a granite chin, ate so many strikes against Israel Adesanya, similarly with Robert the Reaper Whitaker, but it got dusted tonight. What a performance. Welcome to Primetime.
Welcome indeed. Another crazy ass fight, my man. These guys not wasting any time getting these shows going tonight. Very little feeling out process.
Card yet.
I know, brother. I know, it's madness. It's absolutely madness. And that sets us straight up for the next one, which is a fun-ass fight in and of itself. We're going to be having Scythe stepping up on short notice to fight the one and only KM Valentine. These guys are both absolute savages in the cage. I'm very familiar with the Kingsman on that end of things. A beautiful striker that's been putting together the all-round game, making sure that in his last outing to show some of those grappling ripples that he's been adding to his game. And he's probably going to have his work cut out for him this evening, though, Bane. We've seen Scythe doing great things in the past within Primetime and other promotions. He is
absolutely.
He's looked great, bro.
And down at 135, there are so many delicious options for you to take. Matchups and styles vary at the Bantamweight division. Could go heavy wrestling with Henry the Messenger Cejudo. Could go full-fledged, well-rounded with Piotr No Mercy Jan. It really is one of the divisions in this game where the matchup does matter with who you pick.
Whew. Well, I think they're about ready to go. I think we're seeing an Aljamain Sterling up against Peter Yan, which is a very interesting pick, especially since I'm seeing Valentine hovering over the Aljo. And I would not expect that from that man right there. Maybe he's been putting some time in the bag with him. Oh no, he's switching across. My apologies. Just not showing his pick until the last moment, it would appear. Without further ado, we are slicing across to it. He switched across to the Pedro Munoz. Pedro Munoz versus Peter Yan. It's a beautiful matchup. Oh no. Okay, he switched it again. He's switching it again. He keeps mixing it up, playing the mind games in that pre-game lobby is Mr. Valentine.
Gotta keep it funky, keep it fresh. Piotr No Mercy, Jan Mirror matches up next, baby. Here we go. Kingsman back in the octagon against one of the most grizzled competitors on the scene down at 135. Dova, I'm just excited.
Oh, I'm just as excited as you are, brother. This is going to be a beautiful fight. I've had the pleasure of sparring Valentine. He is amazing. I've seen Scythe fight. They both keep me very interested. It's going to be a very fun striking affair, I believe.
All right, so here we go, round one.
Bunch of gloves there to start things off. Each guy meeting in the middle, switching stances. The looks are active early. AM Valentine, another commentator within the esports UFC 4 competitive landscape, really accredited on the microphone as well as inside the octagon.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very
This is absolutely
fast.
beautiful. They're not overextending, just throwing their three-punch combinations, trying to get a feel for each other. Just absolutely beautiful from both of them.
Oh.
I love Valentine's mix-ups. It's so good. Oh, what a slip.
Another little bit of information from you from the back. Another rematch where Scythe was winning the first fight by decision on the Fight Night card. Obviously, Valentine trying to get some respite back on this one as he's trying to land some combinations. The man definitely has some striking to be feared with, but Scythe obviously doing some great work of his own on the inside. Jesus.
It seems when Valentine's back is against the octagon, he's really finding himself within these combinations, but when you get at range, that's when Scythe is punishing the red corner with some strikes. Great roundhouse right there from Scythe.
Ooh. In the pocket, getting active, really using that forward momentum to his advantage. Looks like Valentine trying to answer back with some hooks into the body kicks, but eats an uppercut straight to the chin.
Down. Oh, this could be bad. Survive the transitions. Awful moment right here for Scythe.
Yeah, the presence of mind over to slip that straight, take the back. Beautiful work from Valentine to survive that absolute barrage coming his way.
What he needed, because if he got hit one more time, that was a GG. So very well done to be able to get his back and just stay composed, not let it get to him. Just beautifully done, but also beautifully done from Scythe with the hook into uppercut to knock him down.
And you can see that knockdown has caused a laceration on the face of KM Valentine. I believe it's over on the left-hand side, maybe under the eye, but that blood is pouring crimson, Cyrus.
Yeah, it's starting to change the entire canvas underneath him. Got to be careful to not continue to absorb strikes to that part of his body. I don't believe there's ref stoppages in the game as well. I would love to see them. I think it would be a beautiful little ripple, and he's continuing to work this ground up. And I have to say, Scythe is a very diligent fighter. He really doesn't waste anything, whether it be in the striking or in the grappling. Just very on top of it, very composed, and showing a high-level game plan all around in each of his performances as he comes forward.
Oh, peppering on the inside is Scythe. Those small shots are adding up in the total strike total. Interesting to see Valentine's adjustments in this second set of 5 minutes, Dova.
Yeah, you can never take just one round into the fight because you can never know what happens. The second round will always be different from the first. So I'm excited to see if Valentine's able to make some adjustments and get going again, but Scythe could also make more adjustments, and that's it, I'm excited to see how it goes. What do you reckon, Cyrus?
Yes, sir. I completely agree with you. We know that the KM Valentine has his campmates behind him. They're going to be in his ear right now, telling him exactly what he did wrong, what he needs to do going into this next one. I'm not sure if Scythe is actually part of a camp. I think he's an independent fighter and looking very good, so maybe the lack of a corner may play into this one. Or not, as the man continues to press forward, trying to land some beautiful bombs, Bane.
There's a definite application in the event that Scythe is a free agent right now. Any camps looking to pick up a killer. This blue corner definitely impressing against a well-accredited Kingsman in Valentine. You can see the strike differential, at least to the midsection. 21 for the blue corner, 16 for Valentine.
I mean, this
The
pressure
has been so beautiful, like not overextending. If there's one overextension and then they realize, all right, don't do that again, got to switch it up, throw a different one. But Scythe is just walking him down, throwing the right combinations to just stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, he's keeping it very short and sweet in his combinations, mixing up to the body ahead. Eats a couple of shots of his own, though. That's some good ripping from KM. Valentine trying to get his hands going in this second round as we approach this 3-minute mark. Landing shots over and over again, Bane.
As mentioned, it just feels that Valentine, when his back is against
What an uppercut!
Beautiful work right there. Can Valentine keep the pressure on?
Oh my god!
Scythe is knocked down. Here comes Valentine.
All aboard the Valentine hype train as he marches forward over, and he's starting to land some beautiful work already. Still 2 minutes 20 on the clock, but that was a great turnaround moment for this fight for him.
That's it, you need that, especially after the first round. You get dropped, so you come into the second round like, oh, beautiful slip straight. This is what you need. The adjustments have been made. It's beautiful to see.
No love right here from Valentine as he punishes the face of Scythe. Just over 90 seconds remain in this second round, and Scythe looking to get things going once again. Deep kick right there, partially lands in the midsection.
I think it's an intelligent move for him. He was having a lot of success with those teeps, with the, the switch kicks to the body. Going back to that may pay dividends over the last minute or two of this second round as they head into the third one. Should we make it that far? But so far, Valentine with these hands in this second round, just looking fantastic. But Scythe not being dissuaded by it, brother. Just going back to his combinations. Both guys landing big shots square on the chin.
Would love to see Valentine kind of circle out and put the pressure onto Scythe. Massive spinning head kick right there. Lands. 30 seconds remain in this second round. This one's up for grabs, at least in my opinion. Can Valentine make a statement to the judges if we get to the third round?
He is most certainly trying, my man, but then again, Scythe, once again, seems to be the one that's trying to lead the dance, or at least the one that's moving forward very, very heavily. I think this is a... imagine, a couple of steps closer, and that may have been it. Duran Duran, I mean, take your face off after the buzzer, but just about out of range on that one as we head into the third one. All to play for, potentially one apiece, Bane, at least by my scorecard.
Up for grabs through the last 5 minutes. Valentine, at least in my opinion, is down on the statistics. I feel the volume has come from Scythe, but big moments is what Valentine is known for. Let's see if he can make some in this third and final round.
I reckon he can pull it off, but at the same time, you can't count a round before. Now it's the third round. Who's made the biggest adjustments to take it home? Who wants it more? Who's hungrier? Valentine is just throwing out these beautiful combinations to stop Scythe in his tracks, and it's just beautiful. Always switching stance with a beautiful spinning back fist into an uppercut.
And this is where this is where he does his best work. Valentine, when he's got his opponent hurt, he smells blood and really does a fantastic job of finding the killer blows to put their lights out. But great job by Scythe to recover and now find himself back on the offensive spree, walking forward, trying to land some shots of his own there. Dover, beautiful battle so far.
As I said at the start, I felt a beautiful striking affair coming, and they have not disappointed whatsoever. Valentine is doing so well with these mix-ups, and these switching stances and his combinations. But there's a head kick that could change it all. It's just having the worry of something else coming at you. It's these two are just top-level strikers, and it is beautiful to watch.
This fight is definitely a who wants it more as we approach the final stretch midway through the third. Valentine having some bigger, more significant moments, but in my opinion, Scythe is just stringing it together with this pressure.
He's just walking him down. He's not giving him a chance, but Valentine just catches him so well with the straight.
Look at this!
He let that Beyblade rip, got the spin, but You're absolutely right, though. Getting this to the mat after a couple of rocks in this third round is definitely what he needs. 1 minute 50 on the clock, so he has to get something going quickly, potentially 2 rounds down after that second round and a couple of rocks in this third one. Getting these shots off, though. Oh, my God, really?
Oh,
This could
my God! Holy shit, Scythe!
Please. The Kingsman
Wow.
is cold. Piotr No Mercy Jan rallies big late in the fight and gets the ground and pound TKO. What a turnaround. That is heartbreaking for Valentine, somebody who had a tough first round, came back in the second, doing good work in the third, but that is how quickly this game can shift.
Yes, sir. I would love to see the statistics if they can at the end of this bout, because that was a fantastic battle. I would have loved to see how the judges were scoring it. Not going to need to go there this evening. Scythe making it very conclusive with that ground and pound late in the third round. Only 1 minute 30 odd left on the clock, and you know, he needed to step it up, and he did exactly that, and that's what you love to see. That ability to take it to the next level when needed, Bane, is absolutely vital.
You can see Krata 95, the comeback to the comeback. When Scythe felt the resurgence of KM Valentine, he matched it tenfold and got the job done, got the hand raised in what was one of the most entertaining fights I've seen in a while.
Yes, sir. Every single fight tonight is absolutely delivering, with a couple of standout. We had the Conor McGregor mirror match earlier on. KM Valentine, Scythe throw in some bombs in the pocket this evening as well. Don't think we're going to get to see the fight statistics, so we're just going to skip across into the next one. Absolutely back and forth all-round battles so far, my man. And whew, this has been absolutely crazy. Honestly, my man, we're still on the prelims as well. I mean,
That's what I'm saying, man.
My
Holy
God.
shit, we already have 2 fight of the night contenders, and we're 2 fights away from finishing the prelims.
It's been absolutely out of this world, my man, out of this world. This now does take us, of course, onto a faithful and OG of the scene. We're going to be having F. Mahon, also known as Machine Gun. He is now going to be stepping up against his former campmate, LW Reaper. These guys obviously going to be very, very familiar with each other's style, and that makes a very interesting battle there, Dover. When you're very familiar, when you've trained with that guy in the past, it does make a massive, massive difference on how you approach these battles, or at least in my experience. You know, you can't throw the same combinations, you can't quite approach it in the same fashion.
No, you cannot. You've always got to come with something new to throw them off guard from what you're usually doing. Otherwise, they just read you like a book, and then it just becomes very irritating because they're like, huh, what do I throw? But you keep sparring with him, and he's taught you this, and you've taught him that, and it's beautiful to watch sometimes, because then it becomes the most, I forgot the word, but it becomes a beautiful chess match. Like, no one overextend. It's just like, they're gonna throw this to see what you're gonna react with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whew. Well, I cannot wait for this. Quite candidly, F. Mahon, Machine Gun, in and of himself, he likes to talk a lot of trash outside of the cage, likes to back it up inside of the cage. This man has crazy, crazy combinations, likes to taunt you if he gets you rocked, sometimes gets him in a little bit of hot bother, just like Diaz at the end of that last bout with Leon Edwards. You know, sometimes it takes away from him his ability to get the finish, but it makes it an entertaining bout every single time. This time round, of course, though, with his opponent, LW Reaper, being such a dangerous all-round opponent, he's going to have to mind his P's and Q's as they get straight into this one, my man. Looks like we're having Conor McGregor, as you would expect from F. Mahon. Did not quite get to see his opponent. Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Beautiful matchup.
At featherweight, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so, with that hair. I think that's the old-style Conor McGregor. That does make a difference. I believe this man has better boxing than he does kicks, and up against Dustin Poirier, that's a very, very intriguing one. Equal on the kicks. Imagine they're going to be fairly equal on the hands as well, with the recent buffs of Dustin Poirier. Slight speed advantage, slight power advantage, respectively, to either side.
Unfortunately, the power doesn't differ over for Dustin Poirier in featherweight, but it's still a really good pick. He is a very top pick.
Ooh. Clean hands right there. Will say the grappling, of course, of the Louisianan. Definitely a strategy down at 145.
Yes, sir. I mean, that thug jitsu, the ability to pot it on your opponent when it hits the mat, is absolutely phenomenal. They may be a black belt, they may be a brown belt, but every time you plant one on their chin, that belt grading drops just a little bit. And obviously, he's going to have the advantages there should he want to go that way. But I don't think that will be his approach unless he gets something big landed on his chin. Looks like Machine Gun F. Mahon not wasting any time with these slip counters, trying to plant that left hand square on the chin Dover, and with the cheeky taunt already.
Gamesmanship from McGregor anticipated, but Reaper doing some good work with the kicks through the first couple minutes.
Yeah. Now eating a couple of shots, both guys getting active in the pocket, the lead hook into the straight into the lead hook, trying to put it all together as he goes for the missed calf kick, and then the head
beautiful.
kick.
Oh, and an uppercut. Oh, and the taunt again.
I told you, F. Mahon does not
it.
go for the finishes on the mat. He wants you to stand back up to set up the highlight finish. Sometimes it comes to bite him in the ass like just right there.
Oh, my God.
The gamesmanship from Reaper now. 2-minute warning to both competitors. Each guy has felt the power. Machine Gun might regret not following the Louisianan down to the mat.
Now going to the calf kicks as well, Dover. These guys, they no love lost in this one. Funnily enough, they both got muted in the Discord for arguing with each other prior to this match. So now they're letting it all out in the cage.
Oh my God.
Absolutely brutal work being put on from both guys. No love lost as they continue to go back and forth over the course of these first 4.5 minutes there. I mean, my God, the taunts and everything. It's so funny, bro. It's great.
He's eating that leg, and it's only the first round. That's really good work.
The switch stance for the Notorious Conor McGregor is only 87, down at 145. If Poirier can force it, then that will be a big benefit to him as this fight goes forward. Big front kick to the chin.
All combinations are landing for Poirier.
My God, oh my God!
Oh my God!
What a conclusion to the first round. The animosity is apparent between these two Cyrus.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
Like I said, no love lost. They hate, they were really going at each other in the Discord, hence their muting, but I knew that they were going to bring all of that action, that pent-up rage from not being able to continue at each other in the chat into the cage this evening, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Putting each other down multiple times over the course of that first round, and Dover, it's made for such an entertaining bout. All still to play for as they go forward, but I mean, how do you score that one? Just how?
I don't know. I really don't know. It was so beautiful back and forth, but it was only the first round as well, so who's going to make the adjustments?
Oh my God.
You could see the success as the first round concluded was to Poirier, but Machine Gun was the one who was more consistent through the first couple minutes. Oh, that leg is getting brutalized, though.
Calf kicks definitely adding up on the side of LW. Reaper starting to eat a couple of shots on the inside from Conor McGregor, though. Both guys landing big damaging shots over the course of the last 5 minutes, trying to start out the second round much the same. I imagine that we may be seeing them try to push for a finish or going for those silky smooth taunts again, should they have the opportunity.
Big disparity in the total strikes landed. Poirier 50, McGregor 32. Now Conor getting a little bit more active, trying to even the scorecard just a bit on that. Right there, McGregor.
Absolutely ripping those combinations is F. Mahon when he gets those opportunities. Reaper, a well-versed opponent, though, training with the LW boys. He's been in these positions before as he gets the ball elbow.
Oh my God!
Look at this, Reaper putting it all together.
Wow!
This is craziness.
The gamesmanship has stopped. No more taunts as each guy is really feeling the pressure of the other.
Teleporting away was Dustin Poirier after that lead leg kick, unable to land the rear one to follow up on it. Gotta love the teleportation skills of the Diamond. Now going to work in the pocket. Both guys trying to land these big shots. The pullback elbow almost there for Reaper once again.
You got to think Machine Gun needs to start to be wise to it. Those elbows will absolutely decapitate the 145er.
My God, man, this is
Both
such
doing
a
so well. This round has been so close.
Ooh, big miss right there from Poirier. Not capitalized by Machine Gun.
Yeah, he needs to bring it all together. Look at the pull-off! Double rip to the body. The stutter step was absolutely perfect on that shot down the barrel as he continues to use the head movement to his advantage. But then the head kick for Reaper!
Oh!
Reaper is meeting him toe for toe, tit for tat. Just over 60 seconds, slip straight lands for
Oh my god!
This could be it. Can Reaper take Machine Gun out?
Oh my god. Oh my god, my man. This is on another level.
Oh my god! Oh, now we've got the rubber guard. Oh,
Honestly,
what a fight.
Taking my heart to places it hasn't been in a long time. Those just absolutely beating right now. Heart palpitations watching these two men throw down inside the pocket. 20 seconds on this second round, and it's been a emphatic start to this fight. We're going to see a third one. You're going to imagine there being, but just absolutely non-stop action from the very, very beginning of this bout.
This is electric through 10 minutes. 5 minutes remain to determine who the victor will be. So much bad blood in the lead up to this.
Nothing but respect from the two boys, because how can't you? What a fight so far, and we still have 5 minutes of entertainment from them.
I think the chin on McGregor definitely getting cracked. The cardio also a factor to consider as we approach the deep waters of this one. Poirier used to going the full distance. McGregor not so much. Herb Dean gets us started.
And that's after such an entertaining bout, you can't have anything but respect left in your heart for your opponent, but you don't want to let up the killer mindset this early on. This is still an opportunity for both guys to try and turn each other's lights out as they're landing these combos on the inside, trading in the pocket.
Big shots right there for Poirier. Dova. These slip straights are landing for Connor, but here comes Poirier.
Oh my god!
What a frenetic pace set early in this third round. Each guy now standing in front of the other. 93 strikes for Poirier, 57 for McGregor. Big difference, but McGregor can shut you out with one punch.
That he can. I can say that before this match, he said going into it that from the opening bell, I'm going to put it on you. You're not going to have a moment to breathe, said Machine Gun. Looks like he may be getting the same treatment from Reaper. Took that to heart and said, I can take it to the deeper waters, and trying to do just that as we approach the 3-minute mark of this third and final round. My God, what a fight we have had already, Dover.
I'm speechless, man, and they just keep going. No mercy. One pushes, one goes like forward. It's just perfect. Oh my God!
Big shot on the inside from Poirier. McGregor now retreating.
Oh, that body damage. Oh, there it is.
Big left hand from McGregor.
Oh! LW Reaper!
Machine Gun is out cold. The higher caliber shot came from Poirier. Reaper takes the soul of Machine Gun.
That was a beautiful match right there. Both guys should be holding their head high, but that's why you don't taunt your opponent at the beginning. Take that opportunity to get the finish, or you may not be McGregor fast, you'll be McGregor sleep as he sits down on the mat once again. Dustin the Diamond Poirier in the hands of Reaper, getting the damn thing done this evening. Beautiful work by that man right there.
Wow. How we've had this such amazing fights so far. Like, we're not even on the main card yet. Everyone's just like, yeah, we're on the prelim, but doesn't mean we're not top tier. We're here to show you what we're made of, and just wow, everyone's just making a name for themselves.
That is what the Saturday events are all about. Saturday are the championship bouts. We always have a lineup of absolute savages for you to witness, put on that beautiful destruction, and that's exactly what they're doing this evening. Back and forth battle from these guys doing beautiful, beautiful work. You love to see it there, Bane. And that does now take us on to our featured fight of the prelims, starting to approach that main card, and these two absolute savages are going to put it all on the line this evening between Mr. AJ and Swish Bity. Both guys very, very well-rounded on this game, or, you know, in every single facet, and it always makes for an incredibly entertaining bout going into this one.
There is a reason that this is the featured preliminary bout of the evening. Each guy brings it for the entirety of the battle, and I say battle with the most intention of using it. These guys, they go to war. Yeeticus never has a boring fight. This guy is just entertainment defined.
Ooh, lightweight seems to be the weight class. Maybe a Charlie Olives up against Dustin Poirier, a fight that we are likely to see for the championship in the UFC in the very, very near future. It's an incredibly interesting matchup over the power of Dustin Poirier up against the technicality of Charlie Olives. You know, all sorts of ways that this can play out, both on the feet and on the ground.
That's it. With Charlie Olives, you kind of want to get to the ground, especially against oh no, we're switching it up. Don't worry about it. Don't mind out.
I was going to say, I don't think he's actually... He's going Jeremy Stephens? The real hardest hit in 145, stepping up to 155, trying to take on the Diamond.
Stephens!
Lil Heathen entering the octagon against Poirier.
Oh, big shout out to Bane, my man with the subscription for Primetime MMA, gifting that out. I believe it goes to Desire. Gotta love to see it. Desire definitely the man that deserves it, and was able to pick up that sub this evening. Good man.
Whew.
This one
Mood
sure to
tadpole, respect
entertain.
that Stevens pick, absolutely. Not many Steven picks, especially in lightweight.
Stevens going up 10 pounds from his traditional weight class. Let's see if Swish Bity can make the most of it.
Ooh. Here we go with the feeling out process, our favorite part of the fight.
Interesting thing to note on the statistics, 95 kick power, 92 kick speed for Lil Heathen, 90 for Dustin the Diamond Poirier in both of those categories. If I was Jeremy Stephens, Swish Bity, I would be slamming my leg into the calf of Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
It's always a smart move going for the legs. Like, always having that leg shot like damage is a nice little mix up to make them think like, what if they go back for the leg? It's just always nice to have. Swish Bity's doing really nice with the combinations and pushing him back as well. But Poirier, he's pushing just as back. It's a chess match right now. No big damage has come. It's very interesting.
Oh, as you say that, some big
as I say that.
Massive uppercut from the Diamond gets the attention of Lil Heathen. Heathen recovered pretty well right there, but can't lie.
Slip hook. Oh, beautiful uppercut again, and another one.
Big up kick right there, though. Swish Bity staying alive. Now Poirier shoots for the takedown.
Woo! Everyone's just here to make a name for themselves. Everyone's after that fight of the night.
Stevens denied that posture up. Now gets into this back sitting spot right here. Bad for Poirier, but Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens, 3-star grappling, opts to just posture up and get some ground and pound over. This is a patient
punches.
Just pepper, just some salt and pepper, Dova, giving him something to think about.
Can't just be sitting there without a few punches. I love it. Like Poirier's just staying nice and calm in a beautiful reversal. Like, look at this. Just nice and calm, waiting for the opportunity. Nice little elbows.
Now Lil Heathen goes with sprawl.
Yeah, there we go. Back to the feet. Beautiful body shots.
A lot of patience displayed by both fighters. Lil Heathen meeting the canvas definitely has his work cut out for him. But again, Jeremy Stephens can put your lights out. He's displayed that time and time again, most notably Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett needed to get surgery to rearrange his face.
You say, oh my god, the combinations! Wow!
What a way to close out that round.
Crumpled at the conclusion of the first round right there. What a knockdown that was. This one was that rear uppercut earlier in the first. But that, I mean, I really have to question the intelligence on the Jeremy Stephens pick. Clearly fan-friendly. Swish Bity wants to provide this show, but Jeremy Stephens really handicapping him.
Yeah, probably so there, my man. The slight reach disadvantage. The body work, oh my god.
That was a leg rock.
Great head movement right there, though. Oh my gosh, Swish Bity gets out of the way of those last 2 strikes with serious bobbing and weaving.
Oh, sits him
Beautiful
down.
slip straight.
The power of the diamond on full display. Swish Bity is an absolute phenomenon on the ground, though. Should he be able to hit the mat with him, may be able to do so in a moment. But no! Sat down on the wrong end of it.
Oh,
The
another
upkick of
beautiful
doom.
upkick.
The upkick of doom keeps everybody in it.
An uppercut.
Oh my
The
gosh.
combinations. He's
This
just
has gotta
not
be it.
letting him breathe.
This has got to be it. That is it.
Oh my god.
Dustin the Diamond Poirier has silenced Swish Bity in this one.
Yeah,
Oh, the power of Poirier is not to be messed with whatsoever.
it
And
really.
them combinations were beautiful. Sorry, Cyrez.
No, I was going to say it's really, really not, my man. Like that, the power of Dustin Poirier is so emphatic. Like, look at that. Just one check hook lands, sets him down on the mat. Like you say, the combination starting to flow from Mr. AJS. Beautiful, beautiful work. Swish Bity maybe reconsidering that pick in the next one. Like you said, fan-friendly, Bane, but maybe handicapping himself in that bout and... not exactly something you need to do, especially in such a competitive landscape, just like Primetime MMA.
Whew. Oh, my throat is killing me after that one. Wow.
Gucci Broomstick saying, Cyrus, I want that sub shout out. You've got it right here, my man. Appreciate that sub. Going to Primetime MMA. Absolute legends on the scene, putting on all sorts of pleasure inside and outside the cage, making sure to put on that beautiful destruction once again. That does take us into the main card, Bane, as we're about to see 2 savages step up between the very, very well-known EK Slick up against the LW Bucko, doing absolutely great work in the scene so far, only losing 1 or 2 in the very, very early going, and now putting together an absolutely phenomenal set of performances, obviously finding himself up against a tough-ass opponent this evening there with EK Slick, the grappling phenomenon.
This one is definitely a fight to watch. EK Slick is the number 7 contender over on Xbox, 4-1 overall. Searching right now for LW Bucko's record and where his placement is. Unable to find it, but this is a top 10 guy over with the Elite Kings and definitely someone who's looking to bounce back. EK Slick, unsuccessful in his last outing, lost the undefeated record. Let's see if he can get back into the win column at Strawweight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Carla Esparza. I have not seen this pick out a Slick cult in a very long time. Watch this man go for the Mike Tyson bob and weave sort of technique. She's got the... I don't know if you know this, but Carla Esparza's actually got one of the most unique movesets footwork-wise in the game. No idea why she's got it, but she does, and Slick cult is going to be able to utilize that beautifully, although he does have to be very, very careful of Bucko and that unorthodox striking. The man has killer instinct, will spin to win given the opportunity, and that sort of head movement can cause problems if you're putting it off that center line into those Beyblade-like spins.
You could see EK Slick already pushing forward and punishing
Jesus.
Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Don't give her the room, and she's not as dangerous with them kicks. Oh, wow. What? I've actually never seen them
That's
signature movement.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. It's
What
like Mike
the-
Tyson-ish.
That's insane. Beautiful takedown defense.
Although it's very, very flashy there, Bane, it does tend to attack the stamina very, very heavily, so he's going to use it in and out, in between. Beautiful
Oh my
takedown defense
God.
till the last moment. Slick drives through for that one.
Wow.
Beautiful reversal right there, though, from Bucko Jędrzejczyk. Very well versed in the grappling domain. 3.5 stars with it, 4.5 stars overall at that weight class.
So this is going to be a very, very entertaining bout all round. Obviously, EK Slick putting together work with his teammates, with the likes of the pound-for-pound champion, Trixie, making sure to round out those hands given any opportunity. He's now able to hang, but got to be careful. I mean, Bucko is such a dangerous man on the feet, able to put on that pressure and the damage given any opportunities, and that's why Slick is stuck to him. Just like that.
This is pristine positioning for EK Slick as he takes top mount midway through this first round. It's been all Carla Esparza.
Yeah, he's so dangerous on top. He's so dangerous in the
defense.
Yeah, Bucko, once again, staying very, very composed. He's doing the LW boys very proud at the moment. This is a top-level grappler that's approaching him. Already got him to the mat twice and staying composed, working his way back to the feet. But once again, Slick is just committed to this game plan, trying to get off some work of his own now. Is Bucko getting that clinch with it in Jane check?
Good knee right there from Joanna. You can see there's that movement once again of Carla Esparza. Bucko, though.
Takedown defense. Oh, my God.
90 seconds remain. Can Esparza get it down? Yes, she can. Up kick, though, is there for Young Jacek.
The up kick of doom reigning true once again. Trying to use that footwork to get off the center line to land some counter chops. Bucko is staying wise to it, using these lead hooks, trying to interrupt him as he comes into the pocket. But good work with Slick with some blistering straight shots down the barrel, Bane.
Look at that left hand work of Esparza, peppering the jab, throwing that hook when necessary. But Young Jacek returning the fire. Great takedown right there. Oh, but Bucko defends.
If nothing else, this man should be incredibly, incredibly confident going into the second round after that takedown defense. Not exactly what he wanted to have to do in the course of this first 5 minutes, is have to defend these takedowns after the takedowns. But you've got to imagine that that was something that he would have expected up against a high-level grappler just like Slick Colt right there.
Oh, beautiful pull elbow. Ooh.
Right there, though, from Esparza.
Yeah,
we'll
Jade...
say
Sorry, brother.
every time that Young Jacek disengages from the clinch, Bucko dips to the body and throws. If I'm EK Slick, I'm making that read and either firing a knee after a clinch or an uppercut.
So, Crater in the chat, seems like Bucko went to Dagestan working on that takedown defense, doing a great job of staying up so far, but now finds himself on the mat early in this second round. That's not a great position to be in, Dover.
Half guard for Esparza.
Yeah, working great.
She's finally got away she wanted, but now can she get the work going? Good sprawl. Don't want to be up against that cage. Beautifully done.
Goes for the back take, but the denial is on for Bucko.
Good deny.
Yeah, great work by that man right there. Staying composed on the ground, exactly what he needs. Slick Colt all over that get-up, though, as he takes the back, and this is now a terrible position. The undeniables on display as he gets the back flat, ground and pound, and RNC available.
Oh, this is a horrible place to be. This is not the choke you want to be in. Oh, that bar is going up quick.
The escape is okay so far, but the submission tracking is getting better.
As it gets past that midway park, you see how quickly the attack is now going up as he rolls him over. It's under the chin.
That is it. That is it. Joanna Young Jacek taps to Carla Esparza. Bucko. Not successful against EK Slick.
Non-stop barrage of forward pressure, takedown attempts, clinch attempts, then getting that submission in the second round. EK Slick came out with a game plan with Carla Esparza this evening, maybe not having the hands in this matchup up against the former champion of the weight class in Joanna, making sure to not allow her to have those successes on the feet, getting it to the ground, and a brutal submission to close out the show, getting the tap.
Absolute beautiful performance. Made the right adjustments coming into round 2 and just got it done beautifully on the ground. Oh, beautiful. Like, I can't believe it got him down that quick. I don't understand undeniables too well at the moment, so like that confused me a little bit, but damn, I need to get him in my arsenal.
Absolutely beautiful way to start out our main card. Slick Colt showing the grappling pedigree of himself and his campmates, coming out, putting it on full display this evening. Now taking us on to fight 11, Bane, between the very dangerous Guinness, also known as Stee, stepping up against Louis. I think Louis, I'm just going to have to double check the camp from Louis. I'm not sure if he's part of LW or TSK.
Louis is TSK.
TSK, I thought that might be the
one of my boys.
So obviously Stee is the comeback king, right? He's always had phenomenal performances in the past, had some massive adversity, always finds a way to, dig deep and pull it back. But how about you set us up with Louis right there? I don't know if you've had too much experience with him, but from what we've seen so far, he's a dangerous man, Dover.
He is very dangerous. He's his grappling is where he's definitely the most dangerous, but because of how feet, he's never on center line. He's never too easy to hit. He's beautiful at mixing it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, he's going to have to do exactly that this evening. Should he want some room for success up against proper Stee, got to be unorthodox, got to put it all together. We're going to have to see how these guys shake out in this welterweight division as we see a potential Kamaru Usman up against Leon Edwards pick. Always love to see this one. I mean, Leon Edwards needs that title shot. In my opinion, the man's put together a phenomenal streak in the weight class. And, you know, the champion is the champion for a reason. But, yeah, perfect matchup. Kamaru Usman making adjustments to his striking, no longer, you know, a massive hole in his game, and has that grappling, the wrestling offense to go with it. Of course, the takedown defense and the striking accurate of Leon Edwards can often be seen on full display going into these bouts, and we're about to see how they match up. It's not always about the picks there, Bane. It's about, you know, who's behind those sticks.
Absolutely, whoever is controlling is really the biggest determiner, but we'll say, right, Usman's newfound ability with the hands, courtesy of Trevor Whitman, training with the likes of Gaethje and others in that camp. Bit of a moment right there.
Always laugh when an axe kick comes out.
Starting it out quickly, the teep to the body puts him on the ground, now in the clinch, working those knees on the inside, uppercut on the break.
Ooh, man. Beautiful question mark.
Getting spicy already there, man.
Stee mixing it up on the inside now. Lands that uppercut.
Oh, beautiful leg kick. Oh, my God.
Perfectly timed. A lot of criticism has been levied against Kamaru Usman's legs in the past. A lot of people calling him weak in the knee department, but we'll see if that gets proven more right here. Great takedown from the Nigerian Nightmare.
Takedown from Louis. This is where Louis excels, so... From recent performances, he's been absolutely smothering people.
That he has. We've seen him come out and put on phenomenal performances in the past. Going to need to be on his A game this evening, and it looks like he may be. Nice little denial stop in that stand-up position from Stee, not being able to get that push-up against the cage. Now going across into the back-sitting position and riding out these positions. It's been great work on the ground so far from Kamaru Usman, taking his time in the clinch, pushing him up against the cage, Bane. Loving the work that he's putting on so far.
If Leon Rocky Edwards can reverse this, great job. Was gonna say, in the clinch positions, Rocky Edwards is very educated in the clinch. If Usman is unsuccessful with the takedown and they find themselves at a 50-50, right, I would be a bit scared if I'm the Nigerian Nightmare.
I think I agree with you, my man. Those elbows is what he's really known for on the exit from the clinch. It's really dangerous. He does them so well, and look at this striking from Stee, catching him as he's trying to get those sidestep. High vulnerability, forcing that takedown out of him once again. He turns the corner. Is he going to be able to secure it as the stream tends to load just for a moment on their end?
Beautiful takedown defense.
Oh, we hope that they come back very shortly. This has been a very fun bout so far. We don't want to miss any action that these guys are putting on display. Straight back into it. Try it on the takedown, and he gets it.
Beautiful takedown.
Someone is playing on their GameCube, it seems. 60 seconds remain in this opening round. Great denial right there from the champion. Usman now postures up, Dova.
Yeah, wants to try and get some damage in. He's not been too successful on the feet. He's been hit a few times, so he's trying to get that damage back on the ground. Let's see how we go from the clinch.
Once again, he stands up, puts him up against the cage, trying to work it in any which way he can, taking his back, walking him forward for the match return. We'll have to wait a moment to see if he gets it. I don't know if McDonald's Wi-Fi is coming into play on this bout, but definitely seems to be having some interruptions on their end. I'm hoping that that clears out as he gets a nice denial. It doesn't seem to be impacting their gameplay, though, which is nice to see, right? It's one of the worst things is whether or not that impacts the ability to deny or time shots, and so far so good as both guys able to get a lot of good work off in that first round there, Bane.
Yeah,
sorry,
that was an...
this is a 5-round fight, unfortunately, as Crater says in the chat.
Well, they've got to get it going quickly, my man.
Yeah,
no 4th and 5th round in this one.
Sorry, Bane.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll say, of course, the most significant moment was that leg health event, courtesy of a perfectly timed kick. But Usman's grappling was announcing itself decently in those first 5 minutes. Let's see who makes the adjustments here. Rocky Edwards on the inside.
Maybe hearing us on the stream, getting active in the second round, not wasting any time trying to maximize the damage being landed on Kamaru Usman in a wide variety of shots. My God, this connection is killing me, brother.
This is definitely tough.
We may, I don't know how long we want to survive with it. We can hit a quick refresh and hopefully, but this, I believe, is on their side. My side all seems to be running very nice and clean and,
Nice silky combinations.
Uncharacteristic miss right there from Stee. Now lands him on the bottom. Nigerian Nightmare on top. Stee sprawls. Kamaru Usman now trying to get around. Unsure what happened right there. Just difficult to keep up.
So in the chat, no lag in between rounds. I know it's painful, my man. We want them during the round.
What is happening?
These things happen on a live show, my guys. It's the first one. Unfortunately, these two guys, though, they're absolutely savages. We don't want to skip it if we can. They've got another potential 8 minutes, about 10 seconds when the stream comes back left in these rounds. And yeah, they've been putting on a good pace so far. So I don't think we're going to see that 4th and 5th round, no matter which way this shapes up, especially with the stack guard of Kamaru Usman. The power rains down from those positions, but great job from Stee defending that spot right there.
These axe kicks from Usman are interesting. Sort of was unaware they had them in the arsenal. Unsure if I've ever seen Kamaru Usman throw an axe kick, but it is a great disruptor that gets proper Stee thinking. Proper Stee stuff. We're in the Matrix right now, but 2 minutes remains in the second round.
Went through one door, entered out another, found himself on the mat. Now Kamaru Usman trying to work from the half guard position. My God, this is semi-painful, my man. I don't know what you guys think, but this is, we may need to move on from this one and come back to see what the decision is going to be if it continues down this pace.
Potentially, I think we'll give it the rest of this round. If it is getting more egregious, we will unfortunately have to rebook this in the future, maybe.
Yes,
Crucifix here for Usman.
We'll see what work he's able to do. I mean, when it stabilizes, it's in 4K, so I just don't understand. Like, it's about as crispy clean as it gets, you know?
It's either phenomenal or terrible.
No middle ground in this bout, whether it be via performances or their internet connection, seems to be 100% or 0.
Ginga streams in the Twitch chat, guys playing on a Honda Civic.
Playing on his Tesla on the way home, self-driving that shit.
Same, man.
It's currently in the HOV lane.
Fucking hell.
Last minute of this second round has been pretty clear, though, and it's been Usman grappling Leon Rocky Edwards for the most part. Edwards able to kind of deter Usman from making too much progress, but still, control time is control time, Doba.
That's it, man. Like, the striking is really well with Edwards, though, so you can't disregard him there, but it's also Usman just really adjusted and got some striking, beautiful mix-ups and combinations, and was able to keep him on the ground for 2 minutes, was that?
Yes, sir. Well, if I'm not mistaken, looking at those statistics, first round goes to Anakin, second round potentially goes to Anakin with the top control as well. So in this third round, proper Stee needs the finish. There will be no 4th round in this one, and yes, they're going to have to get active if they want to walk away with the W.
We'll say unsure if PrimeTime has draws, but in the event that this one, or no contests or something like that, could be interesting. Great slam right there from Usman.
We have in the past, Bane, just to answer the question, I don't know if it's going to apply for this one. I'll put it to the guys in the back and see which way they want to go with it. But they have 4 minutes 15 or 4 minutes 5 on the clock to get that out of the equation, take the judges out. But both guys, you know, head health looking pretty high at this stage, considering we're entering the third round there.
Oh!
Opportunity right there. That axe kick really could have changed the complexion of this one. Now Stee getting a bit more active with the strikes. Usman getting the clinch going.
Beautiful back take.
Usman flips him over now. Rocky does get the get up. Let's see if he can stay up, though.
That animation looks funky.
Well, we're stuck in a very suspect spot right now. Both guys just taking their time in this back clinch position. Now dragging him back down for that mat return. Kamaru Usman staying committed to the grappling exchanges, having a lot of great work. He has 2 minutes 35 on the clock, or the word I'm getting from the back is that this is going to a no contest.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like, no contest on this one.
Would be slightly anticlimactic should they not get the finish. You've got to imagine, Bane.
Yeah, and you got to think, right? If they are tuning into the broadcast and listening, I don't think that they would be. But more urgency, I would say abandon the wrestling, just stand and trade. Doesn't even matter if you lose. It's sort of like, I don't know if the finish is going to come courtesy of ground and pound.
Nah, depends on the position to end it with ground and pound.
They should pull out their internet after the third round and let the viewers watch. I mean, the silent wins. That's what we're getting from the chat. Yeah, no, this is crazy. Back on the feet, though. A minute left on the clock. Both guys going to have to get incredibly active with the big power bombs. Both guys hit like a Mack truck as he gets the rock.
Oh, my God.
Oh!
Rocky Edwards down. Kamaru Usman landing some significance.
Oh my God, trying it sits him down again. 30 seconds left in this third and final round, trying to get the W.
And Usman get it done. There's the axe kick once more. Proper. Stee does not have a ton of stamina. 10 seconds remain. Usman needs to fire off one more big shot.
Oh!
No!
Come on! What an unfortunate ending. Kamaru Usman was pulling away with that, but too little, too late. This one will unfortunately be a no contest.
Yeah, we'll go and see exactly what they want to do afterwards. The general consensus seems that this is going to be a no contest in given the 5-round fight, but we'll see how that shakes up afterwards. I think that we would agree that Anakin definitely ahead over the course of those 3 fights, so a bit of a shame should that be the way it goes, but unfortunately that's sometimes the way the cookie crumbles. It's very, very important to make sure that those rules are being followed, that your bouts are lining up in the correct fashion to be able to put on the displays, the right amount of rounds and so on there, Bane. Otherwise you could be suspect or put yourself into these positions that could go massively against you, right?
Right, you are completely correct. But either way, we move onwards and upwards, Cyrez, to what is sure to be an impeccable fight. EK Warbzy versus one of my favorite fighters in primetime, TMF Dale Denton.
Yes, sir, these guys are action-packed, fan-friendly favorites. We know that EK Warbzy is an absolute killer, a recent addition to the EK camp, the Elite Kings. Interesting to see what adjustments he's making to his game as they go forward. Of course, he's against the comeback kid himself, the mighty white beard in TMF Dale Denton. This man is never out of any bout, always digging deep, finding opportunities to get finishes in any which way he can. I believe this is actually a rematch from earlier on in the season. I think Warbzy was able to pick up the W in the last bout in a very, very close one, so we'll have to see how they shake up in this one. Middleweight is the weight class there, Dover. Jacare Souza up against Robert Whittaker. Interesting picks from both gentlemen right here.
Whittaker versus Souza, that is a very interesting matchup. You definitely got the grappling advantage over on Souza's behalf. But Whittaker's is perfect everywhere. If he can get you on your back, it's hard to get him off as well. He can kickbox you. He's got them beautiful boxing combinations as well to stay inside the pocket. It's very, very annoying versing a Robert Whittaker.
Definitely have to agree. There's a reason why Robert Whittaker says balanced under his name, truly equal in all aspects. However, Jacare Souza does have the edge when it hits the mat. We'll say the 96 top control to the 90 bottom control is something concerning, but takedown defense 94 for the Reaper.
That's exactly right, and obviously the takedown offense of Jacare Souza not exactly at the highest in UFC 4. One of the most underrated parts of his game, though, is those very, very sneaky kicks that he has. He brings out spins out of nowhere, Dover, and I've seen it turn people's lights out very, very quickly, time and time again.
Oh yes, it's definitely something to watch out for. But it's a weird one to call because you never know how someone's going to fight. As you said, it's not the pick, it's the person behind the sticks, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Starting out nice and quickly is EK Warbzy trying to take that center of the cage. Dale Denton does not back down in a battle in any which way, shape, or form, being conserved in the opening going. He often wants to take his opponent into deeper water, and that may be what he needs to do up against the dangerous EK Warbzy.
You know, we'll say the punch speed for the Reaper is 95, Jacare 89. Dale Denton putting himself at a serious speed disadvantage in this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, playing footsies with a Robert Whittaker while using Souza is not what you really want to do. You don't want to be backing up. You don't want to be giving him all that space behind him because it's so hard to march him down. You want to get him against that cage, clinch.
This is why we love Dale Denton. This guy makes it unique, makes it unconventional. Have to remember his fight with Scuba Steve, I believe. That one went into those deep waters that Cyrez was mentioning. Dale Denton victorious that night. Let's see if that Dale Denton shows up. Big clip right there from Whittaker.
Yep. Absolutely phenomenal. Warbzy does not want to go to the ground with the Dale Denton Jacare Souza pick, understandably so. He has got phenomenal jits and can sync up a submission on a very, very quick, at any moment's notice. So staying composed on the feet, continuing to try and work these heats. But Dale Denton trying to get those heaters going now, trying to get it back.
Dale Denton is clearly having a bit of an issue with the entries. Denton gets caught once more. Here comes the Reaper.
Work body.
You can see Denton's brain working, but is just lethargic in the approach. Jacare Souza, again, a slower fighter on the roster, especially at 185.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. And we know how quickly Robert Whittaker is. He's one of the fastest in the weight class, especially when it comes to those striking. Obviously, the hands are so crispy clean. The kicks come out of nowhere and can send you into the nether realm at a moment's notice. Like we've said time and time again over the opening 4 minutes of this bout, though. Oh my God!
Nations! Oh my God!
Knocks out Dale Denton with a massive front kick.
Wow! Craziness, my man. Craziness.
Dale Denton, through the first several minutes, struggled with the pace, the pressure, the aggression of Robert the Reaper Whittaker, and that's emphasized in this finishing sequence. Almost Anderson Silva, Vitor Belfort-like with that massive front kick, toes to nose. Good night, Denton.
My God, EK Warbzy going to be feeling very, very happy with that one. Winning the rematch. Was able to pick up the first one. They both went on similar streaks after that point, able to come back to this position, but Warbzy just showing that he is on an absolute killing spree at the moment, and he's got a bright, bright future ahead of him, backed by a very strong camp, and yeah, that's an incredible win. We know Dale Denton's going to be back better than ever. This man never gets down in the dumps over these performances. Will always go back to the drawing board, goes to the mountains, always comes back looking healthy. But tonight is the night of EK Warbzy. Phenomenal performance, absolutely perfection in the cage this evening from that man right there, Bane.
It was a complete performance. There's not much more you can say. Really neutralized what Denton was trying to do and was able to implement everything he wanted. Have to say, a massive shout out to competitor. 5 gifted subs. Insane generosity.
Competitor is the man, the myth, the legend, part of the Platinum VIP squad in Primetime MMA. Now coming through with those massive amounts, like you said, gifting those tiers. Absolute legend in the chat. Appreciate you greatly, my man. With that all being said, my guys, we now take a step onto the next one. There is a slight adjustment from the graphic you see on your screen. We are going to be having the very dangerous FSK AJ Guy stepping up against KM Caliber, who is stepping up on short notice to replace AJ Guy's opponent. We know how dangerous both these guys are, and for a short notice fight especially, I am incredibly hyped for this one, my man. I fought both of them a lot. They're absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely
competitor
phenomenal.
With 5 more gifted subs. Mr. Humbledink snatching up one of the... That is insane. Massive shout out to competitor in the Twitch chat.
absolutely phenomenal. That man right there, single-handedly just allowing us to make sure that we've hit our first target for Primetime MMA. More sub emotes coming your way, courtesy of competitor, my man, showing to be the legend that we always knew that he was. Well, Jesus, we're not going to waste any more time. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit flabbergasted by the generosity of competitor right there. Absolutely coming through massively. I think we're just going to jump straight into the battle, though, my man. Looks like Bantamweight seems to be the weight class. Rob Font up against TJ Dillashaw. Two interesting picks in this weight class. Both guys able to put on great work. The striking, the grappling from TJ Dillashaw, should he want to mix it all together as well. Although you have to say that has to be very, very careful of that chin. Does TJ Dillashaw not exactly on the same level as Rob Font's durability, I would imagine. I think he's got an advantage in that stat. I do believe, am I right, Bane?
TJ Dillashaw down at 135, 92 chin, so definitely a little bit lower, but can hang with the New England cartel member for a period of time.
Let's go, guys, fight.
Rob Font has got that hand, like got them hands. He's got that range as well. So if you can get him going, he is an absolute force to be reckoned with.
We instantly see AJ Guy taking that center cage, pulling back on that counter instantly. This man, once again, coming from the Flow State Kings, living up to the namesake of the gym each and every time. When he hits that flow state, he is an absolute nightmare. Great work from Caliber to get it down to the ground, mixing it all up, ensuring his opponent isn't able to just start ripping from the bell there, Dover.
Absolutely, this is absolutely beautiful. Like as I said, like Rob Font has them long arms, beautiful combination, something you really do not want to be caught in the middle of. So taking him down stops that from happening.
Oh!
This
Look at this!
This will be the first knee bar in primetime history. I called it out about 10 shows ago, and we had a slew of people trying to go for it. Can KM Caliber be the first to get it?
It's close. The tracking's all right, but the escape bar is definitely a bit farther. There's the cancel. What an attempt, though. What an attempt from KM Caliber.
Can you imagine him closing that out in the first 2 minutes of the bout?
That would have
Jesus.
been insane.
Now here comes Rob Font with the ground and pound. Incredibly effective with the strikes.
Oh, the posture's up. Now the Kimura. This is absolutely terrible news from AJ Guy. He does his best work on the feet. Caliber showing his well-versed game on the ground. Tracking it relatively well. However, the escape does also seem to be relatively there. Obviously showing his composure in these pretty tough situations there, Bane.
We'll say, yeah, AJ Guy getting out of this one significantly easier than he did out of that knee bar, which is somewhat detrimental if you are KM Caliber, right? You're thinking, man, I should be improving in the submission attempts, not the opposite. Now Rob Font potentially going to posture up.
I've never seen Caliber go for so many submissions. I've seen him go for, like, I've seen him strike, and I know he's striking, but I've never seen his submissions, and oh my god, he just doesn't give you room to breathe with them.
I have been fortunate enough to train with a bunch of the KM boys. When I say train, I mean I've been their human bob as they continue to ragdoll me around just like that.
Just suplex city.
Yeah. So my assessment of this fight, AJ Guy may have the advantage on the feet. However, KM Caliber is no slouch there either. Has the ability to mix it all together, and that's when he gets his best work done. Really, really good job on him getting this fight to the mat after some early adversity with the hands. Really has changed the complexion of those opening 5 minutes.
This is a great... beautiful display from TJ with the control through this first round. Definitely giving AJ Guy so much to think about with the grappling, and that only assists.
Oh my god!
Wow!
Like I said, mixing it all together, my man. Always. This man is a phenomenon. AJ Guy's going to go back to that corner, stay composed. I know he's got the FSK boys in his corner, letting him know that he's not out of this fight, but what a turnaround from Caliber right there. Really, really mixing it all together. And with that knockdown, what hell of a way to close out that round.
Wow. If only... Oh, look at that. Little sidestep throwing that right hand. Now TJ Dillashaw taking the chin of Rob Font by storm. Good defense right there.
Oh my god, sits him down.
Oh my god, and there's the up kick.
Yeah,
there's that up kick.
Oh, far out, man.
AJ Guy needs to get back into that flow state on the feet. Easier said than done, though, with his opponent mixing it all together beautifully, pressing forward, though, landing some bombs is AJ Guy in the second round. Sinks him down!
KM Caliber down. Now here comes AJ Guy. Masterful opportunity for him early in this second round. TJ Dillashaw potentially crumbling under the pressure. Now clinch opportunity for the former Bantamweight King. Let's see what he can do with it.
The mix-ups are very nice. Absolutely very nice. Beautiful transitions.
Yeah, and we saw how difficult it was for AJ Guy to get back up in the first round. Caliber is a very, very domineering force once he's able to hit the mat. Does not allow you to get anything off easily as he slices across into side control and instantly gets the denial bane. Beautiful work as he goes for this ground and pound.
This is exactly what KM Caliber wants to do. That first round, all control from him. Seems like this second round is similarly going his way. AJ Guy has to mix up the approach and make some adjustments.
Caliber's really, really putting it all together this evening, stepping up on that late moment and being ready. This is what it's all about. Oh, you need to move that head, my man. You need to move it.
AJ Guy accepting all of that ground and pound straights coming through the guard. 90 seconds remain in this second round. KM Caliber gets caught right there on the inside.
Yeah, Rob Font still packs a punch, my man. Gotta be careful of those kicks, though. DJ Dillashaw throwing them up there often and early.
AJ Guy is having success when he is leading the dance. He is letting KM...
what a head kick!
This could be it. KM Caliber eating some shots on the bottom.
Wouldn't want to be that low.
No, the guillotine, my man. The guillotine is, and this is dangerous. The submission offense of Caliber pretty good, although the escape seems to be imminent at this stage. Great work by AJ Guy to stay composed in this position. Otherwise, this could have been a very, very quick scope to an early nap in the second round.
Oh, and the
Just getting them judges' points.
Good control time, right? As Dova just mentioned, accumulating in what was a close round. However, the knockdowns from AJ Guy, to me, sway it to 1-1 going into the third.
Incredibly
it's a very
competitive.
close fight.
Yes, sir.
Very close fight. Like, we had TJ do absolute mad things in the first round, but then Rob Font just making the adjustments you need and just started going in with them beautiful combinations, knocking them down. But then Dillashaw was able to get that control as well. So even though he got the rock, it's still a close fight.
The Sire in the chat making a very good observation. AJ Guy can now try to press forward and take this fight over now that his perk for out of the gates is out of it. But what a reversal from TJ Dillashaw. Caliber once again now finding himself in a very dominant position, raining down ground and pound right onto AJ Guy's chin.
The bombs. This is where you don't want to be. This is not where you want to be in the third round, 30 seconds into the first round. Not it. But, beautiful defense. Making him waste that stem. I absolutely love it.
Beautiful.
And Caliber now has more of an incentive to not allow AJ Guy back to the feet. AJ Guy impressed in the second with the striking. Dillashaw needs to control in the third.
Yeah, it's been a tale of two halves, really, this fight. One guy is doing beautiful work on the feet. One guy's doing beautiful work on the ground. Both guys trying to mix it all together, but Caliber having a lot of success as he goes for the knee bar again.
Here we go. That stamina is low. This could be it. This could be it.
Can KM Caliber secure the first knee bar in primetime history? That submission bar is going up quick.
Trying to make history this evening as he's tracking it very well. AJ Guy staying composed, trying to rock back and forth, getting that escape on. But this is a close one, Dover.
This is close. Can KM Caliber do it?
He's done
He
it.
gets it done. He gets it done. The first knee bar in primetime MMA history on no notice. KM Caliber.
My God, making history, my man. Knee bar city.
Wow, that is unprecedented. What a matchup this was, Dova.
That was insane. Competitive for the first, competitive through the second. It was just all so beautiful. And that knee bar was just perfect. He had a better stamina advantage than he did in the first round. So he's able to just track. And because of all the submission attempts he took at, he had an idea of the tracking. So he just went all in and wow.
Crazy bout. I'm glad that we got to see those guys compete. Respect to Caliber, to stepping up on short notice. Respect to AJ Guy for taking the short notice fight up against such a dangerous opponent. Left us with a fantastic bout ahead of us, Bane, and moving us straight into this main card as we continue through it. Non-stop action, start to finish. CIA Webcam up against Crazy Dragon in the next bout. Both guys been putting on phenomenal performances over the course of their primetime careers so far.
Is that the next bout? I believe.
Yes,
oh,
sir.
it is? Yes, you're correct. I'm sorry. I was looking at Dima versus HD Grant.
I do apologize on the graphic. Yeah, no, that's correct. That fight did fall through. It's been moved over to our Fight Night card, I do believe. So we'll be getting to see that bout on the Monday. However, I believe HD Grant got a short moment notice that somebody had bought him tickets to go to see the UFC tonight, and we can't hold that against him. Has to go and take advantage of the UFC for sure, my man.
Hope he has a wonderful time moving forward. This was the fight that I wanted to watch. CIA Webcam versus AJ's Crazy Dragon, contested at 145. This is sure to deliver, Dova.
May have lost Dover just for the moment, but I completely agree with you. The Crazy Dragon is a phenomenal all-round opponent. He's 2-0 currently within the promotion. Obviously, he's been doing great work all around. He's shown that he's well-versed on the feet, he's well-versed on the ground, and stepping up tonight, he's going to have to be just that, because CIA Webcam also putting on an absolute string of phenomenal performances. Quite candidly, I can't wait to see what these guys are able to do in this matchup. I think it's a very, very closely contested bout. One of them is currently cutting the final pounds to head into this bout, so we're just going to take a moment as he does so. We'll be back with you in approximately 30 seconds as he gets those final pounds cut and steps on the scales ahead of this bout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with you. We are...
Ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, brother. Over each other's toes.
We didn't talk about it.
We didn't. That's my bad. That's my bad. Well, I'll go down your route, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, we are straight back at it. CIA, Webcam, Crazy Dragon have cut those final pounds. Now stepping into the cage in this featherweight bout. Looks like we're having Jose Aldo stepping up against Max Holloway on the late switch from Volkanovski. Love to see it. The cardio of Max Holloway can often be problematic, especially against the shorter fighter in Jose Aldo.
Definitely right 92 chin as well versus the 97 chin of the Hawaiian. Jose Aldo has been cracked as the years have gone on, but still has the edge in several very key elements. Punch power 95 for the King of Rio, 85 for Max Blessed Holloway.
Come on, baby, come on.
Oh, well, he's got his in-game audio on. I can hear myself and yourself talking through the chat, so we're just going to mute those up for a moment as we watch these guys fight. Hyping himself up. I know that you may not have been able to hear it from your end there, Bane, but heard him hyping himself up going into this one. He said, let's go, let's go. Now touching up gloves up against the Max Holloway. Going to have to work it very, very cleanly if he's able to walk away with the W. Max Holloway, such a powerful fighter in this weight class. Lovely sidestep.
Holloway going airborne early. Again, Aldo out of the way of it. Didn't capitalize, though. The footwork of Jose Aldo 92, but making the most of it is CIA Webcam.
Webcam's footwork is insane. His lunges, his way to get out of strikes is so beautiful to watch.
Mesmerizing, right? It really, really does catch you off guard. The ability to get out of the way of the shots just like that right there, taking away some of that reach disadvantage he may have from Max Holloway, making sure to utilize, you know, his full range of movement. But that's a big head kick and a spin in response from Aldo.
This is what Aldo needs to do. Corner the former 145-pound champion, Crazy Dragon. If he's on the back foot, that's when CIA Webcam does his best work.
Neo in the Matrix, avoiding virtually everything, sidestepping, ducking. Just the beautiful, beautiful footwork. But then the head kick lands for Crazy Dragon. That's what you've got to be careful of there. Lucky he had his block up. Otherwise, that could have been a very, very quick night from the Hawaiian, landing a big shot early.
I feel like Webcam should do some more damage on legs, especially with Aldo. He's got them beautiful leg kicks.
As you say that, he's going to it now in this first round. Like you say, it's a big, big thing, especially sit with those long, long legs of Max Holloway. Chop them up early, and that will pay dividends over the course of the 15-minute fight. The thing is, you know that Max Holloway isn't going to be out of there early, right? He's such a durable fighter that he can normally absorb a lot of punishment. Big head kick, though.
Beautiful head kick.
Oh.
CIA Webcam momentarily stunned right there. Let's see if he recovers. Yes, he does. Now pushing the pace on Max Blessed Holloway.
Hit him so hard the stream almost died out as well. Able to recover both himself and the stream back at the action. Nice head movement once again from CIA Webcam. Trying to go back to that body often and early. Getting that cardio down for Holloway. Beautiful work.
Beautiful switch kick.
Look at this work from Webcam.
Power Muay Thai from Webcam. Absolutely loving it over the course of these first 4 minutes. Once again with the switch.
Aldo's switch kick is so nice.
And still moving efficiently. The lateral movement of Webcam is perfect and great takedown defense right there. Oh!
Catching the kick, knee to the face. Crazy Dragon having all sorts of adversity with the movement of Aldo this evening. Just beautiful work being done by CIA Webcam. Holloway needs those adjustments. He's going to have a big recovery in between rounds, but all CIA Webcam, in my opinion, going into that second.
Every time I watch Webcam, he just seems to amaze me even more with that head movement, them lunges, the way he just gets out of the way most of the time. Like, yeah, he gets caught once or twice, but otherwise he's just not there.
You can't hit what you can't see.
That's it, man.
Will say the endurance and durability of Max Blessed Holloway getting tested. You can see a stamina deficit coming into round 2. Not something that you traditionally see. Crazy Dragon has a Mount Everest to climb in front of him.
With the work that he is doing on those side steps, so far so good. I mean, Aldo is just staying very, very fresh in it. As we said, you've got to be careful not to zig when he should zag, but so far he's just all over it. Look at the way he works the body.
Oh,
and out of the way.
Beautiful.
This is perfect.
Now takes him down.
And he takes him down.
Yeah, Aldo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, gets back up though, taunts him, did not appreciate the lack of respect at the beginning of the round when he double bowed and did not receive it in return. Obviously, Max Holloway clapping those hands saying, let's go, all business is Crazy Dragon. Maybe trying to get into the mind of CIA Webcam, and that's a good, it seems to be working, but not so much as he continues to sidestep and taunts himself.
Wow.
Jesus.
Crazy Dragon needs to set those big strikes up significantly better. Webcam.
Oh, beautiful head kick.
Max blessed Holloway is going to need more than a blessing to get this one done. Jose, the king of Rio Aldo, announcing himself here tonight.
Yes,
and
seriously.
another big miss. Look at the stamina deficit.
All of the evasive movement. I mean, if this guy's able to continue to do this, this could be a future champion. I mean, I've not often seen footwork and head movement, the ability to pivot and avoid strikes like CIA Webcam as he goes to the head again.
Kick. Oh, interception.
Crazy Dragon not out of this bout yet. They're being pushing forward, trying to go for the spin, but another big miss. What movement from Webcam?
Oh my God.
CIA Webcam content with that follows up. Head is literally non-existent. Another strike to the body. This is not an if, but a when. CIA Webcam once again goes down to Crazy Dragon with the strikes. Good throw over the hip.
This is an absolute mauling on the feet, on the ground. The stamina so low for Crazy Dragon after all of the body and head health damage he has absorbed over the last 9 minutes of this bout. And CIA Webcam looking as clean as ever in this bout this evening as he goes for that takedown once again.
Just closing the round with an absolute statement at this point. Beautiful denial.
Right there. Posture up. Crazy Dragon literally has no stamina. Once again, is shot to the midsection. That is it. Wow.
My God.
It seems like that was a merciful ending to the beatdown that was being delivered. CIA Webcam. The defense was on point. The offense was on point. And Crazy Dragon was slain.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Crazy Dragon, not able to race the occasion this evening, went with a little bit of the more domineering pick, but CIA Webcam showing levels to his game this evening, really, really putting it all together as, against an undefeated opponent as well. You've got to remember that Crazy Dragon confidence was at an all-time high going into this one, not able to get the job done, and CIA Webcam just looking on fire. My man just cannot believe the absolutely crispy, clean performance that he's been able to put on, not just tonight, but in virtually every performance he's had so far. Just honestly next level. This guy's got a bright future ahead of him continuing to perform like that.
I'm very keen to watch this man keep going. I've watched him since my debut of commentary, and he's been one of my most favorites to watch. I will say that.
Understandably so, with performances like that. It just absolutely next level. Yeah, that's phenomenal. I cannot wait to see where he goes from here. But with all of this being said, this takes us on to our first championship bout of the evening, Bane, as we're about to see TMF, the motherfuckers Ginga, stepping up against KM Adjust for the championship on the Xbox side after Trixie vacated that belt. These two guys on very, very hot streaks at the moment, 5-0 between them, now stepping up in Bantamweight to find out who's going to be the king of the Xbox side going forward.
TMF Ginga is the number 2 contender. The Kingsman in Adjust is the number 8 contender. This is a massive opportunity for Adjust to just completely leapfrog this entire division. And again, Ginga, a lot of line. Ginga's 5-0. KM Adjust 5-3 on a 4-fight winning streak. Each guy has a lot of momentum. Let's see who gets the strap at the end of the co-main event of the evening.
Apologies to jump in there with this one. There is a slight correction from that, from the rankings that you see ahead of you. They're a little bit behind at the moment. Both guys actually on a 5-fight win streak currently. Both of them putting themselves in respectively 1 to 3 spots in the rankings. That's why they're in this spot right now after Jakey obviously challenging very, very recently. Literally as top as the top can get at the moment, putting on phenomenal performances start to finish. Have both gentlemen. KM Adjust, coming from the Kingsman camp, obviously has a great staple of people to train with, both on the ground, as we saw earlier from Das, and obviously with the likes of Tadpole and the such on the feet. Has a very, very well-versed game, and as his name would suggest, is able to make adjustments, on the fly. His ability to read his opponent and make those adjustments over the course of the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds make him a nightmare for anybody. The same can be said about TMF's Ginga. He trains with the likes of, obviously, Chinsworth, Crypto, obviously Honest Jim, the only man to ever pick up a W up against the one and only Trixie. So he comes from an incredible stable of fighters himself, has been putting on a 5-fight win streak, got all of the skills to pay the bills, and he is going to have to be on his A form this evening up against a dangerous, dangerous opponent as they step forward for this Xbox Championship bout. We see a Marlon Moraes pick from KM Adjust. I don't believe Ginger is going to go... I was going to say, I don't think he's going to go Aldo. Switches up to Aldo perfectly. That's a beautiful matchup for this title fight.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. I'm hoping to see beautiful combos and leg kicks. They both got steel check as well, so it's gonna be very interesting. Sorry,
punch speed and power equal across both sides at 94 and 93. Slight accuracy advantage to Magic Marlon Moraes, 93 to Aldo's 90. But big difference comes when we talk about blocking. 94 to the King of Rio, 89 to Marlon Moraes.
Ooh. Mate, this is all to play for. The strap is on the line as they touch him up for the first round. A little bit of a bow from both gentlemen. Let's get this shit going.
Oh, spinning attempt right there from Moraes, partially lands on the midsection. Aldo catches that one.
A striker's delight is what I imagine we're going to see from these two gentlemen here. High caliber striking going to be on display as we see KM Adjust feinting that jab over and over again. Good job from Ginger to catch the kick, not able to trip him with it.
Beautiful.
The Kingsman camp obviously has proven time and time again their acumen with the striking. That's being emphasized once more by Adjust.
Ginger is the type of man that really, really does his best work. Like many, of course, when he settles in, sometimes a little bit of nerves may get to him in the opening going of the rounds. A little bit of a slow starter historically. Gonna see if he's able to bear with it, weather this early storm of the, strikes that Adjust is able to land and get some work off of his own. He's doing a great job of blocking the body at that beginning, and he's gonna have to there, Bane, as we see Adjust continuing to chamber up those knees and kicks.
Chin to chin action right there. One thing to mention is the 90 chin of Moraes. Once that starts to go, it will be very difficult to recover.
Beautiful head movement. Beautiful combination. I'd love to see Aldo use his lead body hook. That is a 5-star and it's just devastating. Beautiful leg kick.
Right.
Knees on the clinch.
Right now, it does appear that KM Adjust may be getting the slightly better of these exchanges. Seems to have the inputs of the combinations he has imprinted in his brain and coming out with incredible speed. But now Ginger pressing forward, trying to get those knees. That flying knee very, very closely landing.
Great combination there by Ginger. That's what I want to see more from him, is combination striking. Not 1-2, but stringing together 3 or 4 strikes, because that allows for you to see exactly how KM Adjust is going to react. If you throw a quick 1-2, it's just going to be blocked in the forearms. But if you start to add, it can only help, especially when you have so much stamina to work with.
Yes. Yes, sir. He has I believe it's a 5-star lead body hook as well, does Jose Aldo. So putting together those hands up against somebody that maybe has slightly better kicking in Marlon Moraes, maybe a route to success for that man. He's trying to do what he can right now, poking that jab. Nice leg kick as he was trying to step off.
Kick. Another one, eating that left leg up nicely.
KM Adjust doing a good job of fighting on the back foot, but now you can see the switch stance courtesy of some Aldo leg kicks. Vintage Jose Aldo, Cyrus.
Yes, sir. He is, oh, but there's a big check from
beautiful
KM
check.
Adjust. Going to the body once again, trying to attack that gas tank of Jose Aldo, making sure that he's going to it often and early, trying to rip to it again with the spin to the body. He seems to have that combination down perfectly and has landed it on max extension, which you know obviously does increase damage and is attacking that gas tank as well as the body health of of Jose Aldo. Fairly close in terms of total significant strikes. A lead in significant strikes landed on the side of Marlon Moraes with those spins to the body. We see that being played out in the stamina advantage going into this second round. Potentially another 4 to go, including this one. A crazy pace being set out, and you've got to imagine that these guys trying to get the finish. Nobody wants the judges.
Oh, beautiful check again. That body work. Adjust is doing so well.
Oh, Silky with the switch up, going for that lead feint into the rear head kick, lands on this occasion. Looks like he's happy to take the back sitting, the back foot position in this. Seems to be back paddling a little bit, looking to land the counter strikes as Ginger walks into the range, doing a good job of slipping off that center line and getting some big bombs off so far. Both guys' legs do seem to be slightly compromised in the second round, though, Bane. You can see it already adding up the checks that both gentlemen have been able to get off.
It's sort of the opposite, right? You see the right leg of Aldo getting the worst of it, and then the left leg of Moraes. One thing to mention, of course, is the head health of Marlon Moraes is getting a little bit low, but the body of Aldo is absolutely tested midway through the second.
Mix-ups from Adjust is doing him so well. He's worked that body immensely. And with how I'm looking at it, Adjust is fighting a 5-round fight, but Ginger is trying to just get in there, get his combos going, and it's just not going too well for him.
Nice.
That was a beautiful
takedown.
takedown though.
Yeah, the King of Rio hits the
Beautiful
mat.
switch.
Black belt on the ground. Potentially a slight advantage if he's able to hold it here as well. Just as a quick shout out, we have the pound-for-pound GOAT, Trixie, in the chat, seeing who's going to be able to swing down and win the championship belt. Now he has vacated. I'm sure he's keeping a very, very keen eye on the up-and-coming Xbox Championship side of things. Obviously, he's going to make a return at some point when somebody's able to accumulate a good streak, as he has. Going to be a difficult one, though. Both guys living up to the hype this evening, landing large amounts of damage, as Ginger's now getting some decent success on the bottom there, Bane. Oh, on the top, sorry.
Absolutely, and this is about 90 seconds remaining in this second round. Big
beautiful
transition, though, right there from Moraes.
Beautiful denial.
Aim Adjust hammering away at the midsection right there, now slicing into side control. Aldo gets the sprawl.
Intelligently building up that GA, but that's a big get up from Aldo. Both guys' stamina starting to get a little bit lower. Misses on the knee. Tries to go back to that spin to the body. Does Adjust, partially blocked, but now he is getting active with the hands. Is the King of Rio marching forward? Not there on the spin.
I think if Ginga Ninja decided to step in,
beautiful head duck.
Massive up kick right there from. Wow. What a way to conclude this second round. What was a close round has just been decided, Cyrez.
Yes, Adjust is making great reads early in this fight and really putting it all together. Ginger having a little bit of difficulties, bigger success coming on the ground there. As I've said, this man, though, does his best work when he starts to feel a little bit more comfortable. Has to be a little bit more defensively orientated on those body shots if he wants to be able to pull this fight back as we go into the championship rounds. We see Adjust not only getting the better of the damage off, but now starting to pull away in terms of the stamina advantage as well, Dover.
Yeah, 100%. They're both just playing so damn well, so technical. I feel like Ginger should start playing footsies a little bit more. Go in there, throw a jab, see what he's going to throw, pull back out. Just get his reactions, because he's just following him too much, I believe. But otherwise, he is catching him as well with them beautiful combos. But every time he tries to make a move, Adjust is there with a straight or with head movement to counteract it. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, right now he's feeling himself looking to duck down and use the pivot off from that center line. He's done it a number of times. Got to be careful not to walk into one of the hooks of Aldo. We know how dangerously powerful he is, especially if he gets you up against that cage line. Not a lot of room to use that movement to get out of the pocket. As he uses that spin kick, though, to use, to regain that range. He's done that time and time again, Bane, and it's been a really, really effective tool for him.
You know, we've seen examples on this card of people using spinning attempts to varying degrees of success. This is probably the best I've seen it being used. KM Adjust really not wasting stamina, not missing, not throwing at inopportune times, putting it all together. Wow.
Absolutely beautiful work. Ginga Ninja in a little bit of tough waters at the moment. What a combination!
What a combination! Wow!
Maurice dipping low, absolutely brutalizing the midsection. Ginga Ninja fires off that front kick. Doesn't land.
That leg health was blinking there for a moment on Marlon Moraes, but he needs a lot more of that in order to really make him worried about it. Looks like the feints of the kicks coming out of Adjust side, definitely trying to get his opponent to expect a low kick and then maybe bring it up on top, but my God, just an absolutely crazy pace in this championship fight, and Aldo does seem to be getting slightly the worse of it now, just in terms of the body health and the overall gas tank. But what a leg kick!
Beautiful leg kick.
Oh my God.
This is absolute classic King of Real. Big check right there, though, from Maurice. Now the body.
Honestly, only one or two leg kicks maybe needed to get the finish on that left leg. He offers it up as he switches forward and puts that left leg forward again. Big uppercut from Ginga Ninja.
Oh, he's knocked it down.
Can Ginga Ninja realize the title? Wonder a minute remains in this third round. KM just worse for wear in the head department, but the body of Ginga Ninja is suffering.
Oh my God, man. The head health is actually in a lower position from KM Adjust now. He's actually on the worst end of the head health, and the leg health is flashing. Obviously, the body incredibly compromised of Ginga Ninja continues to go back to it. Does KM Adjust, but finding himself pressured up against that cage line with only 10 seconds. Oh!
Oh, beautiful body rock.
Ginga Ninja survives to make it to the championship rounds. We will see how long this one goes. I cannot imagine that we're going to make it to the judges' scorecards.
No way, Jose.
No
These
way,
guys
man.
throwing it all tonight, making sure it's left all in the cage. Nobody wants to see a judge's scorecard, especially not these two men as they continue to throw in everything, including the kitchen sink at each other over the course of these last 3 rounds, going into this 4th one championship fight. Championship rounds, wouldn't have it any way with the spin to the body.
Perfectly timed. KM Adjust is just so cerebral with the midsection attacks. Ginga Ninja doing the right thing with the pressure, but not being defensively aware.
Beautiful
Just
back
like
kick again.
2-1. 2-1. The previous champion has it in the chat. Swift Tricks rating it to Adjust on the 2-1. Obviously, Ginga Ninja probably picking up that last 3rd round, and that's a big moment when you start to hit these championship rounds. If you start to get some success after, those early storms that he was having, that's got to be massively confidence building for him there, Bane.
Will say the stamina deficit that Ginga Ninja is operating at has to be a concern for him. Not able to throw the combination.
Oh, beautiful! Uppercut again!
Oh my goodness!
No way!
Ginga Ninja take KM Adjust out.
Oh no! He might get it one shot of it!
Oh. Ginga Ninja did not have the ability to finish in there, but KM Adjust still very much on the ropes.
Yeah, he got 2 absolutely vital posts off in that ground and pound position, just about keeping him in this championship bout.
Wow.
He has had so much success over those opening rounds that Aldo now pressing forward, getting that head health damage massively. Oh my God, man!
Ginga Ninja standing and trading in the pocket, not taking
Oh my God!
And he do it! KM Adjust is wobbling around the octagon. 2 minutes remain in this 4th round.
Oh my God!
No way!
There's no way!
This is
oh my God!
How is
Oh
KM
my
Adjust
God.
still alive?
Ooh.
Oh.
Back sitting for Aldo.
This is too much for my little heart to take.
I can't take this anymore.
KM Adjust has suffered some serious adversity. Now he's the one delivering some ground and pound. Oh, block attack from the King of Rio.
Oh.
Defense seems to be on for KM Adjust in the opening going. The tracking seems to be pretty good as well, though. Should he be able to continue that tracking, it could change the tides, but the escape does seem imminent on this one.
Wow.
What a pace, guys. What a back and forth war these guys are having.
This is a matter of KM Adjust's head health and Jose Aldo's body health.
Oh, he's got the reversal. Oh my god. It's just that stem difference going into the third round that's going to make the big difference.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What a conclusion to the fourth round through 20 minutes. This title fight has absolutely delivered. KM Adjust needs to rally. You can see Marlon Moraes is busted up as we approach the fifth and final round.
2-2? I'm saying 2-2.
2-2, my man. This is 2-2. And there might even be 10-8s in there. There may even be 10-8s in there, so I don't know how the hell this is being scored, but touch of gloves on the fifth one. All to play for Xbox Championship on the line.
Oh,
KM Adjust is a
good kick.
Ginga Ninja is suffering severely in the midsection. He needs to push and find the chin of Moraes.
Oh my god, man. This is so crazy.
The knees right there.
Oh my god!
Big 1-2 lands!
Oh my god!
KM Adjust gassed, but not out of it. Still throwing and landing. But pushing forward is Ginga Ninja. Can he realize his dreams?
Oh my god!
The liver of Ginga Ninja has got to be liquefied by this point.
He may be a slow starter, but he is bringing it all together late as well. Oh my.
Necessary block right there. Ginga Ninja still following KM Adjust around the octagon. Good dodge right there.
This is
Now Ginga
insane.
Ninja.
This.
Oh
my god!
Oh,
How is he still going?
He's doing such a good job of mitigating a lot of that damage to the body. He's so compromised right there. He's going up top with it.
Beautiful mix-up right there from Adjust, but you can see his head health is blinking. All it's going to take is a big right hand. Does Ginga Ninja have it, though?
Oh my. Fuck, man. Jesus.
Oh my god!
This has got to be it! This has got to be it!
Oh my god!
KM Adjust! No!
And new. My god, those guys put on. This might not only be fight of the night, this might be fight of the year. These guys put it all on the line this evening. Can we get some GGs in the chat? Let's go, champ. KM Adjust picking up the strap. The first Kingsman champion. Oh my god, man.
That was one of the best fights I have had the honor of calling. KM Adjust was really on the ropes for a decent amount of time as this fight progressed, but the comeback is there for the Kingsman. And new with Magic Marlon Moraes.
I'm speechless.
I want to see them scorecards right now. Whew. Wow. And we've still got one more title fight. Wow. Okay. Whew. Congratulations, KM Adjust.
Honestly, no losers in that fight, I tell you. There are no losers in that fight at all. Both guys living up to all the hype. KM Adjust obviously picking up that strap for the Kingsman, but the TMF boys should be very, very proud of their teammate, one of the kind of namesakes of that camp in Ginga Ninja. He did a phenomenal job after such early adversity to get that, to get it so late and have so much success after his body health and stamina was so low, made that into just an absolutely epic war for the ages. I am honestly almost speechless after it. My heart may not even be able to take the main event. That is
That's
crazy.
What I'm thinking, man. We still have the main event ahead of us after that. What a card we've got to call so far, man, and we've still got one more fight. Oh,
Jesus, man. Jesus. I need a moment to compose myself. We're going to go straight into this next one, but it doesn't look like we're going to get to see the fight statistics, so we're just going to skip across. We're now going to go across, of course, to the main event of the evening. We have the PlayStation champion, currently 8 or 9-0 within Primetime MMA on the PlayStation side, stepping up against the undefeated challenger, the all-round phenomenon, LW Atakan. This man right here is, or UFC Turkey as he is also known, both of them, quite candidly, may be the best grapplers I've seen on the PlayStation side in an incredibly long time. Obviously, Atakan a little bit less known on the circuit, but after his recent performances, picking up a big W in his last couple, now gets his opportunity up against the champion himself. Both guys clearly going for a slightly more striking approach this evening, which is sometimes the way it gets approached, right, Bane? When you see two high-level grapplers match up against each other, they often end up duking it out on the feet.
It is a canceling effect to some extent, and talking about duking it out, Justin the Highlight Gaethje and Jorge Gamebred Masvidal, two of the most talented strikers potentially between those divisions. Am interested to see how this one plays out.
Brother, I'm still in shock. I ain't gonna.
Sorry, I'm speechless still. Wow. Oh.
Honestly, you know, that was phenomenal, but we're not wasting any of the time now, guys. As much as my heart may not be able to take it, we're going to get straight into this next one as we see Jorge Masvidal challenging for the PlayStation strap in the sides of UFC Turkey up against TD Styles, the phenomenon on the ground. Without further ado, we are getting this thing going.
Ooh, here we go. The main event of the evening. The fight we've all been waiting for. Like, it's gonna be beautiful, I reckon. It's gonna be a beautiful striking affair.
Oh my god, man, my god. Honestly, it's these guys always throw down. They're always incredibly fun fights. It's gonna have to live up to the last one, and they've got the picks to do it with Justin Gaethje and Jorge Masvidal. Both guys always in entertaining bouts. Starting out quickly.
Oh my god.
Dean, third man in the octagon, gets us started for the main event. Each guy now coming out of the gate swinging. Have to think Atakan with the reach advantage should probably stay a little bit on the outside, but look at that. Takedown attempt from the champion.
Yeah, we would expect to see a little bit of that from him. He's so good on the ground, especially when he gets you down there. It's an emotional abuse once he's got you on the mat. But what in the elbow?
Oh my god!
Champion
No way!
Atakan hammering away at the highlight. TD Styles met the canvas early in this one.
Oh my god! Not again!
Justin Gaethje is swinging hammers. Now another takedown attempt takes the back of Gamebred.
These guys making these fights so exciting, waking up everybody in the street with these ones, I tell you. Absolutely phenomenal action being put on display in both championship bouts, and this one's only just started.
Oh my god.
Great extended combination right there from Atakan, sitting in the pocket and landing. Gaethje going for the kick on the inside, not an advised strategy. TD Styles once again goes for the takedown and dumps Masvidal onto the canvas.
UFC Turkey very, very well versed on the ground, as we've seen him in the past. Looks to utilize that in reverse this evening, taking that Chuck Liddell approach, making sure to stuff those takedowns, keeping his opponent off him with another phenomenal amount of takedown defense. If he continues this, that could be very, very bad for the cardio of the champion.
The takedown defense,
right there.
the combinations, it's all flowing so well already for Turkey. It's what a fight so far.
But there is the takedown from the highlight. Gaethje gets it to the ground. 2 minutes remain in this first round of 5, potentially. Let's see what he can do with it.
This is where his bread is buttered. Styles is just such a phenomenal grappler. But once again, UFC Turkey so well versed. He is absolutely committed to becoming the first Turkish champion of Primetime MMA, and he has the skills to do it, although his work is cut out for him up against the dominant champion in TD Styles.
Somebody's O has to go at the conclusion of this one. Now sprawl position for Gamebred. Can he get the power up? No, he cannot.
Oh, beautiful deny.
honestly blown away by the performances these guys are putting on tonight. Styles now working it on the ground, trying to make sure that he keeps hold of that strap. Not able to get that denial as he stands up. Only a couple of seconds left on this first round, with another great takedown defense from UFC Turkey. That man's takedown defense absolutely excelling this evening. I think it's 2 out of 6 if my my quick maths is on. I think 2 out of 6.
Something like that.
Good respect shown at the conclusion of the first 5 minutes. Atakan impressing with the hands early, really taking it to the champion. TD Styles needs to make some serious adjustments.
So just to answer, let there be light in the chat. Previously, up until this point, Atakan has come out here, taken his opponents down and mauled them just like Khabib, although seems to be employing a slightly different approach up against the absolutely phenomenal wrestling pedigree of TD Styles. Obviously an ESFL champion in the past, undefeated in ESFL, undefeated in PrimeTime currently.
Just getting that feeling out, seeing the reactions. It's always what the first submission's for. It's always to see what their reactions are going to be.
Now there's 4 minutes left on the clock, and as I mentioned, Atakan, UFC Turkey, has done a lot of great work on the ground before, but he seriously does not want to hang out here tonight, it would seem. Doesn't want to take any of those ground positions. Working the strikes with that front kick to the face.
Difficult to think about changing the strategy when you are having so much success with the hands. Atakan clearly went to the striking school of Gamebred, staying on the outside and just finding his shots and being selective. I will say, Gaethje, 89 legs. If I'm Gamebred, I'm chopping it. Big lead overhand, though, from the highlight.
Oh, and a beautiful takedown again.
Overhand into the power double. Side control is his absolutely best position from UFC 3 into UFC 4. Now slicing into the crucifix. This is a bad position for UFC Turkey.
Oh, the denials.
The boy's reflexes is cracked. Styles is obviously on another level when it comes to denials, my man.
Devastating elbows. And the denies. Wow.
Nice trap from, Turkey trapped that really, really well, but not out of the woods. Once again, this is his best position. Now he's got these denials off. Styles is just going to continue to hammer these shots in or go to the crucifix once again. Dover, this is phenomenal work from the champion, now turning the tides in this second round.
Just showing absolute domination on the ground. He was having a bit of trouble with the striking, but as soon as he gets to the ground, that's his domain. That's where he is going to absolutely make you feel like you want to leave. Oh, the denials.
Into the back setting. Does the champion go? Not able to get the momentum transition. Is UFC Turkey still in this position? Got the top mount opportunity available. He opts to go to it. Ground and pound incoming from the champion, you've got to imagine.
There's the posture. Beautiful defense. Best thing to do right now is just stay calm, let the round just drive out.
Oh,
he's on it, just on it.
Atakan struggling with the grappling pedigree of the champion, something that Styrez mentioned earlier, right? Clearly not wanting to go to the ground. Maybe we're seeing why.
Yeah, like I said, Styles is an absolutely different level when it comes to the grappling on this game. I mean, he was fighting on old gen on Xbox and just absolutely rinsing people on the ground, denying absolutely everything that they could throw at him. And that's why he's such a feared fighter on this game. He has some good, striking to go along with it. Now working with the boys in TD, but it looks like UFC Turkey definitely has the advantage in that realm, and that's why we're seeing Styles continuing to go back to those highlight drops, or highlight takedowns, I should say, over and over.
Oh, great.
Pull again. Oh, the denies are so good.
This is the champion implementing his strategy, his game plan perfectly.
Once again, getting those denials off. This is a very, very bad position for him to be in. His body now getting worked. Tries to go for that side control. Not able to get it. The champion all over these grounded positions. Jorge needs to work his way back to his feet, and he does, at least momentarily there, Bane.
And he's back down. This is just tough for Atakan. Again, the undefeated contender struggling heavily after that first round where he had so much success. The pressure of TD Styles giving him cause for alarm.
I'd really like to see this man start to work behind his jab on the feet, try to draw out some of those takedowns just like that, because his takedown defense was incredible in the opening going, but maybe a little bit of frustration setting in over those second and third rounds, as obviously Gaethje seems to be waved by it. He just continues to be committed to that chain, the wrestling together, and has had a lot of success on the ground.
Once again, though, Gaethje successful with the takedown, the champion taking it to the realm that he wants midway through the third.
Oh, beautiful get up.
Oh, good work by Masvidal on the inside. Atakan trying, you can see he's changing things up, attempting to stay grounded and on the feet is his priority.
Yeah, and you can understand why that would be the case right over. He's so well versed there that every single person he takes to the mat is, just in deep waters.
Beautiful head kick. What's interesting to me is the fact that Styles has a lower head health at this point in time.
Good work trying to get that slip off. Going for the head kick. The big thing about those takedowns is it does set up the shots over the top. And Gaethje trying to maximize that right now, getting the damage off when and where he can. Looks like Masvidal staying composed, but now eating a few shots on the inside there, Dover.
Beautiful clinch work, trying to get them knees in, just trying to get that head low enough to get a one shot to drop him or rock him, just so he can apply more pressure to get it, try and get it over with. Oh, beautiful straight. Ooh.
Good shot to the inside right here from the challenger. Champion takes the ankle and dumps him. You can see the neutralization of Atakan's game plan. Right, he's so concerned about the takedowns that it's really limited everything that he was having so much success with in that first round.
Here we go into the third, and let's see who's made more adjustments. It's very interesting because I believe Turkey's a little bit ahead on the head health.
Oh, massive Urkle right there,
takedown.
defended. Atakan in these championship rounds really needs to keep it standing and make the most of the hands.
Oh,
big
what
shot
a head
from
kick.
Gaethje.
Oh, sits him down.
Oh, he read that kick very well. This is where you want to be.
Gradually pulling away with this one as the fight progresses. Atakan's success has been diminished courtesy of a wrestling heavy approach.
Yeah, honestly, living up to the early reason that he got the nickname Highlight, those takedowns have been on point. He's working some great ground and pound once it hits the ground, and right now the champion just looking on another level as he slices into Crucifix once again, Bane.
Oh, nice elbows from side saddle. Oh, beautiful denial. Oh, these elbows are hell.
Midway through this fourth round, seems like the champion is doing exactly what he wants. A great denial right there. Now he flattens Masvidal out.
Oh, those are vicious.
This could be it. So close to ending it. Now rolling in his back spot here. 2:20 on the clock.
Yeah, right now he's stuck to him like glue. He's got his opponent hurt. He's got him starting to gas. This is not a great position. Big denial in that top mount position. Now going to be raining down that ground and pound. Beautiful work by the champ.
This is just a suffocating performance as this fight goes on. Atakan severely struggling now. Submission attempt from the champion. Zero stamina for Atakan.
Beautiful submission defense, though. That is really good submission defense.
Yes, sir.
Staying calm, not letting him overthink it. perfect. Does get the side control though. Back to crucifix. And there's a deny. Beautiful elbows again. Oh, this might not make it to the fifth round. Oh.
This could be
Absolutely
close to being over.
What a performance so far.
There is a reason why TD Styles is the champion and undefeated and dominating. Fifth and final round are upon us of Primetime 31.
All set to play for. Are we going to see and Newell and still the champions had phenomenal success after that opening gun gets him rocked again.
Beautiful hook.
Oh, look at this.
The
TD
combination.
Styles assaulting Atakan. Wow, that's it. That has got to be it, or at least close. Nope, Atakan survives. This has been a truly heartbreaking performance for Atakan, just getting controlled these last several rounds. Cannot imagine the frustration that fighter is feeling.
Yeah, I mean, he came out with a game plan this evening, but everybody's got a game plan until you get punched in the face and taken down by the champion, and he's just absolutely smothering him on the ground. UFC Turkey having all sorts of adversity. He needs that separation, and he needs that finish there. And that's going to be tough to do with the champion just sticking to you like glue. Just such deep waters for him to be in.
Oh, now going for the armbar. This could be it, depending. That submission bar is rapidly.
That is going up fast. Ooh, yeah. I think he's got this one. He's looking good. Oh, they're both looking good.
And TD Styles finish it right here, right now. That submission bar still going up quickly. Masvidal trying to hang on. Looks like this one is unfortunately wrapped up for the champion.
Wow. Beautiful domination from the champion.
After a somewhat closely contested first round, TD Styles put the pedal to the metal and finishes Atakan with an armbar in round 5.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal work from the champion. I mean, he is just next level when it comes to the grappling, and honestly, it's going to be really, really tough to stop this man getting you down. We saw Atakan, which up until this point has absolutely destroyed everybody on the ground, having all sorts of trouble under the highlight himself. Beautiful work from the champion, though, to get that W. Like you said, a lot of early adversity, but that's what champions are made of, Bane. The ability to adjust over those early adversities and come back and still get your hand raised is massive, and why that man's the champ.
Could not agree more. What a performance. Absolute domination at the top of what was a stacked card. Beautiful to see. Every person who fought showed up and showed out. Kingsman getting the crown over on the other console. This one and still to conclude Primetime 31.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It has been an absolutely crazy night of fights. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for the King of the Calf debut. We're going to be having 4 of the best calf scenes about stepping forward, putting forward 2 of their best fighters to ensure that they can find out who truly is the King of the Calves. That's going to be 2:30 Eastern, 7:30 British summertime. Until that one, I've been Cyrus the Looney. We've had the one and only, the mighty Bane in the commentary booth, and of course the Aussie legend himself, Dover. It's been a pleasure as always. We are now about to push forward the raid into the community, going to raid another league that has been suggested to us. We will then be a little bit later back on my channel, Cyrus the Looney, as we do a fight companion with myself. Dover, I believe you're going to be joining me in there, brother, and a couple of the other gentlemen from Primetime.
Brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cannot wait for these fights tonight. Hell yes. Until then, peace, love. We'll catch you in the next one.